Record. Thank you all so much for tuning in today to session 1 of Dark Tether, specifically a superpowered Earth Dark Tether. This is session 1 of our superhero TTRPG. Today, Ashton's playing a superhero in a modern day Earth, specifically 2028, so a little bit futuristic, but it's also in an alternate timeline. So some different things have happened over the course of the Earth's timeline that have made it different in a way. Like superheroes were drafted in the first 2 world wars, which changed the effects of them. So we're going to see some unique things at play here, but for the most part, this takes place in a modern day America. On Sunday, which if you're watching this in the future or whatever, this is currently Friday, so in 2 days, we are streaming session 10, I believe, of the Choral Council.
Yes.
Yes. Was it 9 or 10? We're streaming the Choral Council.
10.
We're streaming Choral Council on Sunday, and typically our off sessions are A Song of Ice and Fire. We have 2 more A Song of Ice and Fire ones planned: session 6 and session 7.
Crazy shit could happen. We might have an extra, but according to story beats, that's what we got.
Yes. Yeah, the only reason we're doing Dark Tether now, we had it planned for a little bit of the future, but Invincible isn't over yet. So it's a little fun to capitalize on all the superhero stuff out right now. Additionally, we're going to be returning to this world a lot because there's going to be a lot of superhero media coming out this year that when it releases, you should expect some coincided sessions. Yeah, but for the most part, next week we'll have Choral Council, hopefully, but definitely A Song of Ice and Fire. Maybe if we can plan good, we'll have both a Dark Tether and A Song of Ice and Fire, but then that's a lot. Just know that we have not abandoned that at all. We still have 2 sessions planned to end it unless anything crazy happens. We're going to return to Corliss and Watt.
We definitely want to continue the future of that story as well.
Oh, yes. We plan to return to it in 3 to 2 months when House of the Dragon Season 3 comes out, and we'll see all those characters out of the winter and into the 3rd Blackfire Rebellion.
Yeah, in general, we're not the best at like letting people know when we're gonna stream, yes. But anytime like a new media is coming out is a pretty good estimation.
Yes, we're planning for you to play a Star Wars character a Star Wars character you played for me back in high school when Mandalorian and Grogu comes out. April, May? Is that next month? We don't gotta worry about that. I can make a system in 2 days. I've done it before. Yeah, we're playing a system known as a superpowered Earth. A superpowered Earth is the name of the system. The classes are Powerhouse, so that'd be like Superman. Speedster, Technopath would be like Iron Man. What else? Elementalist, a couple. Similar to A Song of Ice and Fire, because Ashton's my sole player, only one of them is finished, and we'll see what class you're playing later. We're going to get something very interesting. We're going to get a lot of you pre-power today in this session, so we don't even have to really dive into what your class is. Currently, you can...
I am a person.
You can physically defend yourself with some like human abilities.
Do you want me to...
No, yeah, you can say everything you want about your character.
So, I am playing Dominic Novikov, who is a first-generation Russian-American. He lives in New Caldera, New Jersey, which is the capital of this world. Correct. For New Jersey.
Baltimore is not the capital. New Caldera is. Let me confirm that. It's not Baltimore.
Baltimore is Massachusetts?
New Jersey capital.
I don't think so.
No, Trenton. What the fuck is that?
That's a guy I know.
Trenton, founded in 1917. We'll get a little into this if Dominic is interested in it, but one of the first superhero factions created in America was the Champions of the Colonies, people that defended the 13 colonies. So take 1776 and throw some motherfucking superheroes in there. It's going to change some of the states' geography, some of the capitals. Definitely.
To be honest, and this is not me saying you should have written it differently, because however you wrote it is how I want to play the game. But if I was doing a rewrite of this, I probably would still have the Americas be under British occupation.
Whoa, that's big. There's some stuff like that. Like certain countries still exist that don't exist.
Czechoslovakia.
Grigory Rasputin did not die 2 years before the Russian Empire died. The Russian Empire lived until the 1960s when Grigory Rasputin died at like 200.
Because he was a superhero.
He was a super villain.
Hero.
And I have it written down. Individuals have come into Russian parliament after his death that suspiciously look like him. So maybe we'll deal with Rasputin
It's
in
clones.
session 50. Clones, it's him. I don't know. Jeanne d'Arc, or Joan of Arc, got burned at the stake, but she kept living because she could not die from being burned. So she ruled France until she was like 80 instead of
That's
dying
so
at 18.
fire. That's so fire.
Not much in America, though there are some. Johnny Appleseed, Paul Bunyan, those are American superheroes. But in other countries, if we go to other countries in this, there's quite big differences. But no, yeah, Johnny Appleseed, Paul Bunyan were American superheroes. Gilgamesh and Heracles are not believed to be stories; they are real mythical.
John Henry.
John Henry.
I was like trying to remember his name.
I love fucking John Henry.
I love John Henry so much.
Funnily enough, he inspires Steel, my dog outside, Steel. No, Steel the Superman. John Henry Irons. Steel sick as fuck.
I love Steel. I'm watching myself try and remember John Henry right now. Okay. But yeah, Dominic is a 16-year-old boy. He has dropped out of high school very recently and is his only real like up on life is that he is very quick. He at level 1 has 45 feet of movement speed.
I believe so, yes.
So that's pretty good. I don't know if you can move 45 feet in 30 seconds. I can't.
Yeah. Yeah, but other people have expressed interest in joining us in the future. Currently, we just have Ashton available. I'm very excited to get into our third. We've talked about this a little bit, how we were kind of thinking that the channel might not give us much more free time to do like other things, but we're doing a superhero TTRPG. I'm very excited about.
I think we just overestimated the amount of time stuff would take.
There's 3-letter agencies that are focused on superheroes in the American government that you're going to run into. But yeah, and I love superhero media. So this isn't just going to be DC Marvel. It's going to be the Image Comics universe. It's going to be Invincible. It's going to be The Boys. It's going to be everything. A lot of inspiration in here. A lot of stylistic clashing.
This kind of sucks to do on camera, but can you go to the OBS like camera app thing, the separate one?
This one. You're fine.
Yes. The stream looks a little blue.
Okay. That's unblue.
What is unblue?
I don't know. It's the beauty stuff.
Can you scroll down?
No, I think you have to.
There's a
button.
No, there was a button that we used to change it. It was a whole bunch of different stuff. We can figure it out after. It's not awful. We just both look very pale. And we aren't that pale.
I don't know. It kind of fits the aesthetic.
True.
I do see it now, though.
Yeah, we look very, very pale.
But combined, it could be the background making it look like that also, but the background's also blue. This kind of looks sick as fuck.
Yeah, true.
But we won't want that for the other ones. But yeah, we can fix that later. Cool. So everything looks good. We can get into it. Let's pull up the first scene we'll be starting out with today.
Oh, let me get that open.
Yeah. Let's go. Yes.
Click on right click on either one. Copy. go over to.
The issue is they're both on audio, so we have to get them to the side.
Over.
Okay.
It should already be working.
Yes, great.
Yeah, just great. Quick fix.
No, yeah. Thank you so much for immediately pointing that out.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
Yes.
You should be able to hear one of us now.
Correct. Let me get that. And this is fine. This is our first time using a new screen. Or not first time ever, but we are using a new screen.
There you go.
Yeah, can put that.
Let us know if everything's good now.
So it looks like it is because they're both moving. So I'll get back to that. I'll reread that really quick for everybody, but I'll be fast about it. A superpowered Earth would be very different from yours or mine. Its biggest corporations would be rich and powerful, from sponsoring super able people, from managing and dispatching them to different war zones and natural disasters. It would be safer and all the more dangerous. Somehow, a superpowered Earth would be the home to more wars than ours, more starvation and famine. It would also be home to more whimsy and heroics. It would brew a home for hope better than any other. In the state of Washington, a large building stands as a testament to America's might and protection of her citizens. On it, this inscription: the Supreme Saviors. Inside, the sound of heavy hits and scraping metal is heard. We see two figures clashing. One, tall, long, dark hair, a savage beard, wearing a tight metallic suit that is all black, except for a blue star and blue accents with a red cape. The other, a tall woman with her ginger hair and war braids, resembling a Grecian warrior with a spear. She has bronzed armor and a large Spartan helmet. The man wields a short sword, and they both clash repeatedly. Outside the training yard, a monitor next to the entrance reads, "Ongoing session, Nordic, Sparta." The woman, Sparta, aggressively stabbing with her spear as the man calmly blocks and parries. Both look in their late 40s.
You hesitate.
I remember what happened the last time I didn't.
That was a single time, Ragnar.
She swings for him, and he shoves back, knocking her out from under her feet. I'm stronger, but you're the better fighter, correct? Is that not the general consensus among the saviors? Sparta flips to her feet and kicks up the spear to her hand.
All right.
She throws the spear at him. Nordic catches it with one hand, but she slides past him, stealing his short sword.
Maybe I should try with your more primitive weaponry.
Yours predates mine. He throws the spear at her feet. She jumps onto it and runs up it, leaping off it from its position protruding from the floor. She flips and takes a swing at his head. He blocks it with his forearm and turns to face her as she lands.
You're distracted.
Am I?
I've had over a century to learn your tells. I'm sorry to tell you, old friend, but you are predictable.
Nordic rushes and begins swinging at her. He eventually grips a blade with his hand, wrenching it free as he kicks her in the gut, sending her flying. I think not. She rushes forward, and he levitates off the ground, flying at her. She leaps off the spear again, wrapping her legs around his neck and twisting. They fly from each other and both land on the ground. They both slowly rise and both laugh exhausted.
You've still got it, old man.
He walks over and helps her stand, his hand lingering on hers. I know. You're doing fine. She jokingly shoves him, and they look at each other for a moment. Hey, I know it's been years, but a rushing sound is heard and stops for a moment at the door. The millisecond they open enough a man can come through, the sound resumes and a speedster stops in front of them. His costume is mostly light blue with many white lines running up it. He has goggles on that he takes off, letting them dangle at his neck. He's in his early 30s and has dyed blonde hair with dark roots.
Slipstream.
The alarms are going off. Nordic says, if one siren is going off, all should be. Why aren't they? Slipstream shrugs and speeds off. Nordic levitates and Spartan takes his open hand. They both fly out of the room.
Many of us are on assignment. This is not... Oh, wait. Sorry. Many of us are on assignment. This is not good.
I'm sure it's nothing. They land in a briefing room. Two other people are there. Slipstream rushes in, releasing someone. They hold their stomach for a moment. 5 foot tall, purple skin, no hair, and bright green eyes. They speak with a shrill alien voice.
I told you to warn me before you do that.
Sorry, bud. It's been 2 years. I assumed the alien pukes a bright rainbow color. Incorrect, obviously. Nordic says, register now. Each member places their hands one after the other on a screen next to their seat. An AI reads their monikers out. Nordic, Sparta, Slipstream. The alien places his hand down. Sojourner. A hand clad in shining electric armor places down. Axiom. A man in a suit made of dark metal sits. His helmet retracts and folds in on itself. He has shoulder length dark curly hair and tan skin. In between the sections of black pulses a green energy. The final hand is placed, coated in thick rock. Bedrock. A man sits, his dark face exposed, but the rest of his body coated in a thick layer of concreted rock. Axiom leans forward slightly. The green light beneath his suit pulses faster. Lunar sensor probes picked it up 7 minutes ago, past the far side of the moon. Trajectory inbound. Slipstream shifts, pacing in his seat without realizing it. Inbound like a meteor, or Axiom says, "We're unaware, but the flight pattern implies it is not debris, not a natural formation." He gestures and a projection expands. "We have not logged an extraterrestrial threat since the 70s. Oh, Lord. He says, "We have not logged an extraterrestrial threat since the 70s. Across the table, Nordic and Sparta exchange a look. Nordic straightens.
Then we act.
"We must request authorization." Sparta exhales through her nose, already irritated.
Request? Something is crossing into our orbit, and we request permission to intervene?
Keystone Global Protocol requires that...
I know what it requires. Our funders, shareholders, handlers decide when we are allowed to save the world. Does anyone disagree?
Bedrock shifts in his seat, his stone grinding softly.
Say they give the green light. Which of us can even do anything up there?
Axiom answers immediately. Nordic, Sparta, Sojourner, and myself are all immediately atmosphere applicable. Bedrock, your mass will compromise travel and mobility. You will not maintain oxygen capacity long enough for sustained engagement. Bedrock nods once. Slipstream, no surface traction means a majority of your skill set is rendered useless. Lunar gravity will disrupt your stride mechanics. You will overshoot, lose vector control, and drift. Slipstream winces. Okay, when you say it like that, it sounds bad. Axiom nods. It is bad. Things are tense for a moment.
If it helps, I prefer space. Oh, wait, Sojourner is the alien. My bad.
Yeah, the purple-skinned shrill voice. I just typed shrill voice, and I was like, whatever Ashton decides that is.
If it helps, I prefer space.
That breaks the tension a little.
So, it begins again.
The AI says, threat classification unknown. Origin unregistered. Nordic stands. We leave in the next 15 minutes. Axiom, is your ride-along suit ready for Sparta? Axiom says, it can be in the next 15. Good, let's go. Axiom turns to the AI. Savior Prime, run diagnostics on why the sirens didn't leave. Have it ready for a report upon our return. The AI, Savior Prime, evidently says, yes, sir. The heroes flee. Minutes pass, then more. The computer runs and runs. Eventually, Savior Prime calls out. Diagnostic scan complete. Error origin, internal. On the roof of the building, hangar doors open, and Nordic flies out. Behind him, Axiom, with another figure in a suit just like his attached to its back.
This is nauseating.
You will get used to it. Sojourner flies past them, twirling.
I definitely will not puke now.
The four fly up higher and higher and higher. In space, the surface of the moon is silent. We follow a crater deep down under the surface for miles. We pass buildings with humans in them, some working at computer stations, some guarding with firearms outside these stations. Forests of crystalline growth stretch upward, their bioluminescent glow washing the stone of the moon in hues of cold blues and greens and fractured violets. An unnatural gravity hums. Two scientists are overlooking a graph discussing it. We see a first-person perspective approaching them, and they turn to see. Four-limbed, low to the ground, their bodies resembling carved fragments of the moon itself. No eyes, no mouths, no faces. A mental thought is heard between all three as the Moon Man speaks. Perimeter stable, Sector 13 sealed.
Thank you, Luna. Could you please take this dossier to the warden?
The Aquilian walks over and the tablet lifts out of the doctor's hands and floats in front of them. The alien walks off, carrying it in the air. He crests a ridge of pale stone, and below us, a large outpost reveals itself. A prison carved into the crust of the moon. Massive geometric structures of human design interrupt the organic curves of the lunar interior. Walls reinforced with materials not found on Earth, humming with restrained energy. Bands of artificial light cut harsh lines through the soft glow of the crystal forest. A gate the size of a skyscraper stands embedded in the cavern wall, its surface etched with layered security nodes. English, but translated for something else to understand. Along its perimeter, energy pulses in slow breathing waves. Luna does not knock, the gate simply opens as they approach. The floating tablet halts beside her, suspended in the low hum of the Aquilian's gravity. A human in futuristic armor approaches and speaks through his mask.
Halt. State designation.
Information transportation. Directive update attached. The tablet glides forward and the warden takes it.
Acknowledged. Inform the director that containment integrity remains within acceptable parameters. Your people's patrol efficiency exceeds baseline projections.
Luna does not respond. They turn slightly as if already preparing to leave when the rhythm of the facility changes. Distant at first, but then closer, clamoring urgent footsteps. A human guard crests the ridge behind her, breath ragged inside his helmet. His weapon hangs low, forgotten in the urgency of his motion. He nearly stumbles as he reaches the threshold space before the gate, eyes flicking once briefly, nervously toward Luna before fixing forward. Warden! They're lighting up sectors 9 through 12. The internal sensors are spiking, but we're not getting visuals. It's like something's moving between the scans.
How is something moving between our sensors without us seeing it? Is it taking them out? Answer me, boy!
No, we're still getting signals. It's just fast, and it's sending off an energy that's blocked the sensors. It's not reading like a breach. There's no pressure loss or structural compromise, but the energy grid, it's fluctuating like something's disrupting it. A low vibration rolls through the cavern.
God damn it. All units to alert status. Containment protocols escalating to Tier 4. If any prisoners escape today, it's all of your asses.
Luna calmly walks away. The warden barely has time to process the internal chaos before another guard comes sprinting up the incline, boots slipping against the lunar dust. Warden! External scanners just updated. We've got a visual on the incoming object. It reads like an asteroid. The mass composition and trajectory are consistent, but...
What, maggot?
It's adjusting course. Micro corrections. It's like it's steering. Everyone is quiet for a moment. A younger guard speaks up. Is it aliens?
I don't know, son.
A guard at a console suddenly points upward. Contact! Fast movement incoming! The saviors are approaching! The warden exhales, tension cracking just slightly. A grin pulls at his mouth.
It's about damn time.
A nearby guard laughs, almost hysterical, with relief. Yes, we're saved! On the surface of the moon, 4 streaks tear through the black before slamming down into the dust in controlled impacts that ripple outward in slow motion plumes. Nordic lands first, upright, cape drifting in the vacuum. Axiom touches down beside him, mechanical limbs adjusting, stabilizing. The secondary suit detaches from his back and opens. Sparta stumbles out, immediately putting on a device over her mouth resembling a clear mask.
I hate that shit.
Your vitals indicate adaptation. A few more expeditions and you will adjust fully.
My vitals lie. I feel sick.
Sojourner drops from above, spinning once before landing lightly.
Still in puke.
Behind them, a rover crusts a ridge at full speed. Before it even stops, the passenger door blasts open. The warden launches himself out, small thrusters flaring at his back and calves, guiding his descent in a sharp arc. He hits the ground in a controlled skid, one knee down, then rises immediately.
Took you long enough, Nord.
Hey, brother. Report.
Unknown object, asteroid mass, inbound trajectory, but it's maneuvering. Internal disruptions across multiple sectors. Something's interfering with our systems. No confirmed breach, but something is moving inside the prison grid without being seen.
Axiom steps forward. The correlation between internal disturbance and external object is almost absolute.
So we have something coming that's taking out your people's systems?
The warden nods. Behind him, the rover now fully parks and more guards get out.
That's my read.
Axiom turns, already scanning the skyline. Then we eliminate variables. I will neutralize the incoming mass. Nordic nods once. Do it. He turns to the others. Sparta, Sojourner, perimeter. Nothing leaves that facility. Sparta bristles at first.
You want me on guard duty while you two get to fight?
I want you to make sure there's still something to come back to.
Fine.
Sojourner elbows her in the side.
Perimeter bots!
She rolls her eyes. Nordic touches Sparta's arm for a moment. Axiom launches off, and Nordic bursts after. They vanish into the black almost instantly. Far above the moon's surface, the asteroid comes into view. It's massive and jagged. A faint, unnatural purple flame licks across its surface, clinging to it. Axiom slows, scanning beams sweeping across it. Composition consistent with extraterrestrial rock, but the density is so irregular. The energy readings are inconsistent. Nordic hovers beside him. Is anything alive in there? No confirmed biological signatures, but my instruments are unclear. Nordic looks at the thing for a long moment as it approaches. Then I'll stop asking. Axiom turns to him slightly. In that damn thing. Axiom doesn't hesitate. His arms begin to shift, unfolding, splitting, and reconfiguring. The machinery slides and locks into something far larger. Both his arms merge into a single massive cannon, energy already beginning to build, pulsing violently. Warning lights flare across his suit. Output will exceed safe parameters. Nordic moves behind him, gripping onto the structure of the cannon, anchoring him. Then don't miss, friend. The energy builds and builds. The recoil starts before the shot even fires. Nordic strains, muscles tightening, holding Axiom steady against the violent force. Then he fires. A beam of concentrated, blinding energy tears through the space and slams into the asteroid. For a moment, nothing. Then the entire mass fractures and detonates outward, shattering into countless pieces. Vaporized chunks scattering into the void. Silence returns, and the glow fades. Axiom's cannon collapses back into his arms as his systems flicker. His armor is slightly cracked and fried. He breathes uneasy. Some large chunks fly past them towards Earth, but most of the asteroid is destroyed. Nordic releases him. They watch. Axiom touches a finger to his ear. Confirmed. Target destroyed. Sparta raises a fist.
Fuck yeah, that's it!
Sojourner cheers, floating slightly off the ground.
The Moon Men are saved!
He wraps Sparta in a sudden hug.
Don't!
Too late. Nearby guards erupt in cheers. Even the warden exhales, tension draining from him.
Jesus.
Axiom drifts forward slightly, scanning the debris field. Verifying complete neutralization. His sensors sweep, but then tighten. No. Nordic turns. What? Axiom zooms in. Between the drifting fragments, there is movement. Small and fast. Dozens, no hundreds of dark red shapes, wet and glistening, pulsing as they propel themselves forward. Residual entities detected. Nordic. Entities? What the hell are you? One of the creatures slams into Nordic's chest. The impact is violent, far beyond its size, sending him rocketing backward. Another streaks towards Axiom. He fires a quick shot from his palm, blasting one apart, but more swarm him instantly, clinging, writhing, forcing his arms wide. The creatures resemble isopods with dark red exposed flesh. Fuck! Sparta puts her finger to her ear.
Good job, you two!
Her smile drops.
Nordic?
In space, Nordic grabs one of the creatures as it claws towards his face. He crushes it in his fist, dark matter splattering, but another lunges straight for his mouth. He jerks his head aside, smashing it with his forearm. More are coming, too many for them to handle. Axiom is nearly obscured, red bodies piling over him, dragging him down towards the moon surface. They are attempting entry! Nordic surges forward. Axiom! The swarm turns and crashes into him too. They all land as one thick mass of writhing red. Sparta sees this and is already moving the moment they hit. The impact throws up a slow, ghostly plume of lunar dust. Behind her, the warden's voice cracks through the comms in the thin air alike.
Sparta! They're breaching the perimeter!
She doesn't even turn. Ahead, the swarm writhes over Nordic and Axiom, red bodies of these isopods stacking and burrowing, forcing themselves into the seams, joints, and openings. Axiom's armor sparks violently beneath the mass. Guards fire wildly from afar, but it does nothing. The creatures slip between the shots, slam into faces, and crawl into helmets. Screams get cut short of the guards as multiple die. Sojourner pivots midair, hands glowing bright violet.
Back off!
A beam of radiant purple light blasts outward, tearing through a cluster of creatures, vaporizing several in a flash. He darts downward and grabs the warden by the shoulder.
You! Come on! And he grabs it.
Yeah. He rockets back toward the facility, dragging him with them. I keep referring to Sojourner as female. I changed that early on. They are kind of agender. As more creatures streak past like bullets, Sparta leaps on. She comes down like a meteor. Her spear hits first. It punches through a cluster of the creatures and into the ground beneath. The force sends a shockwave outwards. Red bodies burst apart, dark fluid scattering in slow arcs. Across the dust, she lands in the middle of it, already moving again. She looks between her two swarmed friends. Nordic is punching them away. Axiom is closest and worse off, or what she can see of him. His armor is cracked, sections blackened, green light inside flickering erratically. The creatures cling to him, prying at the seams, forcing into the gaps of his plating.
Get off of him, you bastards!
She rips them away with her hands, crushing them, impaling them, smashing them against the ground. One latches onto her arm, and she just slams it into the dirt until it stops moving. Axiom's voice is strained and distorted. Sparta, my systems are failing!
I can see that!
She tears the last of them from his chestplate, exposing a ruptured section where the suit is barely held together. The green glow sputters. Axiom's breath is ragged. This is the most damage my suit has ever sustained. Structure integrity below 20%. She grabs him by the collar, forcing his helmet to face her.
Forget it. You're leaving now.
No, Nordic's getting into deadly parameters.
That's an order.
He hesitates for a fraction of a second. She leans in, voice low and deadly.
If that suit goes down out here, you die. You get to prison, you fix it, and then you come back. That's how this works. Go.
Acknowledged. His thrusters flare weakly, sputtering. She shoves him upward. He launches, unsteady but accelerating, streaking toward the facility. Sparta doesn't watch him leave. She turns. Nordic is buried. The swarm is thicker there, piled high, writhing over him in a living mound. Every few seconds, something inside him moves, fighting back, pushing back. She charges, spear first. She drives into the mass, ripping a path through it, tearing creatures free, stabbing and smashing, carving space until she reaches him. Nordic erupts upward for help. Or upward, free. Nope, upward with her help. Sorry. Sending bodies flying. He's breathing hard. Too hard. His cape is shredded, suit torn in places, but his skin is untouched. He crushes one in his hand, barely looking. Another lunges, and he headbutts it out of the air. Sparta plants herself beside him.
Still with me?
He doesn't answer immediately, just keeps fighting. Then, hoarse. Yes. They move together without thinking, in practiced tandem. She strikes high, sweeping arcs that keep them from being surrounded. He moves through the gaps, grabbing, crushing, tearing anything that gets too close, but there are too many. They don't stop coming. They don't slow down. Sparta risks a glance outward. More streak across the surface, slamming into guards, into structures, into anything. A tower collapses as creatures climb up its walls.
This is an invasion!
Nordic staggers slightly, just for a moment. She notices.
Hey, stay with me!
He steadies himself, but his movements are slower now. He grabs another creature, crushes it, but doesn't follow through on the next. She steps in front of him, taking the hit instead, spear flashing.
We need to move.
He nods once. That's all he has. She grabs his arm, slinging it over her shoulder. She bends her knee and leaps. The moon throws them forward in a long, arcing bound. They drag some aliens with them, flinging them outwards into space. They land hard, roll, and she's already pushing off again, carrying him across the surface away from the densest part of the swarm. Behind them, the creatures follow. Nordic coughs, trying to stay his breathing. You and me, they can't pierce our skin. Sparta lands with him and then sets him down, holding his face. Good. Oh.
Good. We can win this.
Nordic shakes his head, aggressively grabbing her arm. But they can get through. Something whistles past her ear. Before she can react, a blur slices at her face. Her mask is gone. It spins off into the black. For 1 second, nothing happens. Sparta freezes. Her body locks as a vacuum takes hold. Her lungs seize instinctively, trying to inhale. There is nothing to take in. Her eyes widen. Her hands twitch towards her face. One of the creatures streaks in, straight into her open mouth. Her body convulses and she drops to her knees as the alien wiggles into her mouth, crushing itself in her throat to enter, dislocating her jaw. Both their blood shoots out. Her eyes bulge and then rupture in an instant. Dark veins spidering outward as something moves inside her head. A wet internal tearing sound. She collapses, dead before she hits the ground. Nordic stares, trying to stand. For a fraction of a second, his brain refuses to process what he's looking at, but then it does. No! This word breaks out of him raw, a desperate plea. Acantha! He lunges forward for her, but it's too late. The swarm hits him. A wall of red slams into his body, driving him back into the dust. It holds him back from her writhing corpse. They cover him instantly, piling over his face, his chest, his arms, holding him down. He roars, tearing tearing handfuls away, crushing them, flinging them. More replace them. They force out his eyes, his mouth, his ears, every opening. He clamps his jaw shut, thrashing, trying to keep them out. His scream cuts off as they overwhelm him completely. The surface of the moon falls quiet again. Only the writhing mass remains. Axiom slams through the hangar threshold of the lunar facility, armor screaming in protest as he hits the ground hard enough to crater the reinforced floor. Alarms blare immediately. Hands grab him, human at first, dragging, pulling, then foreign to him, the Aquilians. Luna is among them. They don't touch him as they don't need to. The air around his armor tightens. Invisible pressure, precise and delicate, slid between the fractured seams of his suit due to their telepathy. Panels that had been forced apart are snapped back into alignment. Internal circuitry that melted is lifted and rewove under their telekinetic control. Axiom gasps as his systems flicker back to life. Structure integrity stabilizing. 31%, 42%. Luna's voice enters his mind, calm and distant. We will restore your function. You must act quickly. Across the hangar, chaos. Guards shouting, doors sealing, screens flickering with red markers. Hundreds of them, spreading across the lunar surface like a disease. The warden storms towards him.
Where are the others?
Outside the perimeter and engaged. It looks like they're losing. Seal all external access points immediately. Recall all personnel. Anyone outside the perimeters to return now. A guard hesitates. Sir, some units are still... Axiom turns, his green light flaring beneath his cracked plating. That is an order! Massive gates begin to close. External rovers reverse their course, turning and speeding back to the base. Axiom moves towards the central control array. Luna and two other Aquilians gliding beside him. Their focus never breaking as they continue repairing his armor mid-stride. Panels open at his command. We have one option. Begins typing, pulling up a classified section that he immediately bypasses the restriction on. The warden follows, already shaking his head.
No, absolutely not. That's a sterilization pulse. You fire that, anything not shielded gets cooked. My people could still be out there.
Axiom doesn't look at him. His hands interfaced with the system, cables threading in the ports along his forearms. The entities are dangerous and non-conventional. Their biology seems to be unstable and could be very susceptible and reactive. Data floods the screen. A wide-spectrum electromagnetic and gravimetric pulse would destabilize their internal makeup.
And take down any of my men out there. Most of those people are citizens of the United States of America.
Axiom finally turns. If they are still outside, they're already dead.
You don't get to make that call.
Correct. Keystone Global does. He turns back to the console. You may take it up with them. The Aquilian's telekinetic pressure intensifies. His armor seals further, energy stabilizing systems climbing. The push requires 4-system integration. I will need 10 seconds. The room dims as power reroutes to his suit. A low hum begins vibrating through the building and the crust of the moon. Outside, across the surface of the moon, the swarm continues to spread. Red bodies collide with structures. Inside the facility, every monitor locks onto the same display. Axiom's voice cuts through. Pulse in 3, 2, 1. A silent wave tears across the surface. The distortion ripples through dust, stone, and flesh alike. The creatures burst. Across the surface, hundreds, thousands of red bodies convulse and detonate, flinging blood out into space. On the scanners, dots vanish. Entire clusters gone in an instant. Inside the hangar, no one speaks. They only watch. Axiom examines the screen. 2 residuals. 2 signals moving fast. One strong, one faint. Both inbound. The hangar doors begin to open again. Guards raise their weapons instinctively. The warden steps forward, tense.
Oh, sorry. What the hell is that?
A streak crosses the horizon, then a large impact. Sparta hits the ground hard, boots carving trenches into the reinforced platform as she skids to a stop. In her arms, Nordic, barely conscious, blood at his mouth, his armor shredded and body limp. Sparta walks forward, calm. Her voice is flat.
He's alive.
She lowers him into the waiting hands without ceremony. Medics rush in immediately. One recoils slightly.
There's something in...
Half of a creature protrudes from Nordic's mouth. Dead, crushed. Its head is missing. Nordic's jaws locked tight, even in unconsciousness.
Fix him.
And then she turns and begins walking away. No hesitation. Sojourner hovers nearby, relief already forming, then fading just as quickly.
Sparta?
No response. She keeps walking. Sojourner's eyes narrow slightly. He drifts after her carefully. Sparta moves down a side corridor. Her steps steady, not even a limp.
Hey, you good? That was hectic. Where are you heading?
Sparta stops. She slowly turns her head towards him. Her face is neutral.
I'm fine.
Sojourner forces a small smile.
Cool. Just checking. You seemed a little...
Sparta blinks. Sojourner freezes. It's subtle but wrong. Her eyelids don't close. They slide sideways, just for a fraction of a second. Then normal again. Sojourner says nothing, but something cold settles in his chest. Sparta tilts her head slightly.
Is something wrong?
Sojourner smiles a little too quickly.
No, not at all.
Sparta walks off, and Sojourner lets his breath out. Approximately 24 hours earlier. Let me get my stuff.
And that's just the next one?
No, we're going to go into our very good friend, Dom. If I could figure out how to get this one.
Bro wrote a whole short novel for this beginning section of his TTRPG.
That is, in fact, the longest I have ever written for, not ever, for...
I'd never written 3 paragraphs.
18 pages. That's the longest I've ever written for one of these.
Fuck yeah.
But,
well, it was awesome, so you did a very good job.
Go. New Caldera is the capital city of the state of New Jersey, and even though the peninsula state has a vast and rich history, it's also home to awful levels of crime. A woman runs carrying a young child. She hides in an alleyway before a pink flash is seen. The child falls, crying, and the mother stumbles forward with a slit throat. A speedster is dressed in all black without an exposed mask, just one material over all his body. Laughs slowly. He flicks his finger clean. The child wails. "Aw, don't cry. We'll come for you eventually." He speeds off and the mom falls. Distant sirens are heard. The baby just wails. Outside of an alley, a gunshot is heard, then the wailing of a woman, before 2 more. A man with his face covered in a balaclava calmly exits and drops a pistol on the street. Inside the alley, a young boy sits there, tears streaming down his face, surrounded by 2 corpses.
Bruce Wayne?
What's the other one a reference to?
Huh? Oh, I assume Barry Allen?
Yeah. New Caldera is a home to many factions of crime, but also superheroes, but also villains, pure demons that are doing these things and harming the young citizens of New Caldera.
By the way, if you want to advertise view botting, do better at it. Don't just put best viewers and then a link. What is wrong with you?
On an overpass, calmly, some cars are driving, and then a gray van pulls past them, and then on a small motorbike pursuing them. What does Dominic look like on this motorbike following this gray van?
Dominic has slightly longer black hair, probably just not to the length that either of us are at, but like a little bit more just like thick hair.
The visual reference we had was Amazing Spider-Man's Peter Parker, Andrew Garfield.
Yes. And he has a motorcycle helmet on with goggles sitting on top of it. It's a pretty basic motorcycle helmet. It looks like it's very old with some rust on the sides. As he is driving behind this, sweat beaming down his face. You can even tell as he's going this quick, he is sweating like crazy.
Can I get a piloting check as your first roll? So that would be proficiency if you have it, but dexterity. Dominic's first roll of the game.
That is going to be a 17.
As you're pursuing this van, you see a back gate open and coming up with a firearm, a submachine gun aimed at you. A mobster that has like a thick jacket on, his face covered with a bandana and a beanie. You can't really see any features. Opens fire. You dodge right, inadvertently getting the driver of vehicle behind you shot, and that car veers off. And you hear it explode off the sideways. You speed up. Can I get a secondary check from you? As this guy...
Yes. Can I, instead of going for speed on this bike, can I attempt to make, I guess it would be an acrobatics check, to hold myself on the side of the motorbike so the bullets hit the bike itself?
Yes. I like that.
I think it makes more sense for him. Yeah, so if +5 +2. This is gonna be +7 on this.
You are level 1 currently of the class you're playing.
+7. That's gonna be a 21.
Yeah, so as that happens, he misses and kills family, and then turns back and aims again. You duck down a side, and he peppers the side of your motorbike, and you feel it move, but you're able to dodge successfully and then come back up. You guys evidently at some point though you got on an off ramp, but you see that coming up, that off ramp goes to the left over the road he's coming on. So you have two options. You can shoot off that on ramp above him and land near the van, or you can peter off.
Can I land on the van?
Yeah, you can attempt to. Can I get a this would be piloting because you're using the
Yes.
bike to try to acrobat.
So +5. 21. Dude.
Ramp up, and as he's like this 16-year-old, can I get an acrobatics check? Because you're gonna hit the thing,
And then the bike's gonna go.
Yeah.
The bike's leave it.
You're hitting the rev limiter on this little shitty motorbike. What happens when those wheels hit traction?
I'm just gonna take it. It's a 10. Okay, it's a 10 +5. It's a piloting, you said, or acrobatics?
Yes.
So that's gonna be a 17.
And yeah, your motorbike, one of the only possessions you have, shoots off and skids, and for a moment you, as you're holding on, look back and it's fine, and then it slides over into a lane with a semi. Flat.
Kill another person.
The semi's tires do pop and steer and slam into the side. You're holding on, and for a moment nothing happens. You hear a language that you recognize. I can't do it.
Russian.
Yeah, you know it as Russian. Zvolicha. Below you in that back gate you see is still.
We need to look up some.
Let
me do that. I'm gonna look up some basic Russian phrases.
That's true because it's not difficult to like pronounce with an American accent. I tried looking up some Spanish things for something. I can't say those words.
I can help you if you ever need.
That's true.
Alicia also speaks a little bit, so.
Yes, very.
Da
cool.
is yes. Net
Right.
is no. Izvinit is excuse me or sorry, and we can't say that one. Privyet is hi informal.
Ti obyukya na krish. That sounded like Dr. Aki. He said the bastards on the roof. Just got said.
I heard the bastard and roof. Bastard and roof.
The bastard roof. And yeah, what are you doing? The van starts steering like that.
What is my goal?
This is the van that you were pursuing. You saw something.
Yes.
So I don't know what your goal is, brother. You saw something get put in this van that you want. To put that matter very simply.
I am going to do it. No. I'm going to attempt to move myself to the back of the van, hang on the side of it, and open the door on the back.
One of the back doors is already flailing open, and as you turn, you do see so you kind of peek, you see the guy with the gun's hanging out, and you see his head begin to turn, but you definitely have an advantage over him physically.
Can I attempt to grab his hair from the top of the van and just yank him onto the road?
Yeah, make just an attack roll, unarmed attack using Dex probably. Because you're not trying to shove him.
I'm trying to use his lean against him.
Yeah, because he has one hand, but he's turning with and you turn in a submachine gun, get an MP5, begins to get
Go away. This is so fucking
I love
funny.
the tonal shift from the moon with aliens too.
So just attack roll. I would have I don't have proficiency in unarmed attack, so I would not have proficiency in this.
Rough. Yeah.
+5. That's a natural 1.
That's why a good thing to do if you have a monk in the party in D&D is take people's weapons away at some point, because then they're really good. Then unnatural.
It's 6 if you're.
So you go to grab him and you grab his beanie and lift it and kind of slide, and you have one hand loose. And he goes. You get shot. You kind of block it and it slices up your arm. You take 7 points of piercing damage as you get shot up your arm. And you're holding on by one hand now. Can I get an acrobatics check? With disadvantage, please. Unless you have an alternate goal from trying to stay on the van.
I want to attempt to just fall off the van and doing a duck and roll to not take
Then that is
damage.
Also acrobatics,
Yeah,
but
just
different, completely different intentions. Yeah. You go to grab him and you slip, and he just blood spatters, and he kind of blinds him, and he fires again.
And I
you
think
duck, and it hits like an overpass.
I think he's so shocked by that he forgets to hold on,
Yeah.
falls off, and then
Slides.
has to like duck
That's
and roll.
terrifying. You're holding with two hands. One gets shot, so you let go, and you just
just start leaving. Okay. Oh my god! Why do I have to do bad now? He was real confident. That's what I'm gonna say. He was really confident before.
How much health do you have remaining?
I don't think you want to know that.
Really, real good.
So I got that. Okay, sorry. I'm
No, you're fine.
resituating my brain. That's gonna be a 14.
How much health do you have left? That's what I thought it was.
I was hoping it would be 1 damage.
It's 4 sides, so we're gonna find out after you land. You skid and lean on your good arm and sliding, and eventually you have like a backpack on, probably with all your stuff in it. You use that, and you eventually come to one of those water jugs that are on the end. The barrels, and you're sliding enough that you bounce off it and kind of go in the air, and you perfectly fuck up and land on the side rail, slide off, hit like someone's clothesline, and then hit a fire escape and slam into a dumpster, taking 1 point of damage. Honestly, no, you take 2. Can I get you to start rolling death saving throws, please?
Yes. That's fair. He just did something really dumb.
Yeah, you skid in a dumpster. Can you roll death saving throws, please?
I get a +1 to each of these.
Great.
That's gonna be 15.
So that's 1 success. Can you please roll the next one?
17. 20.
Okay, I knew it pay off.
So, just a question for that class ability. Well, it's not a class ability. I took it as part of a level up.
Yes.
So I get it's class ability.
Yes.
Right. But if I get a +1 to death saving throws, would this technically count as a natural 20? I assume not, since that's not how pluses normally work, but it is different with death saving throws.
I think not.
Okay, cool.
But if that isn't, you just wait here until someone finds you. So I'll say you have a hit point.
Okay.
Through that, good rolling, and also because I can do whatever the fuck I want. Storytelling wise.
It's actually really good DM advice, though. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
You wake up.
But that's more of an advanced technique.
You wake up, and like your hands, you go to grip the steering, because the last thing you remember is driving, and you look around. A raccoon's in your face. And you kind of have to
push it. I'm going to grab the door of the
yeah. It like scratches at your hand, and you have to throw it out. And you look, in your hand on fire, a bullet sliced up, leaking blood. Your hands open, or your forearms open.
I am going to take off the small jean jacket I have on and take it off and wrap it around my arm.
Tearing it with your teeth.
No, just the whole thing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I don't
just
break
tuck
it.
Yeah, because you're holding. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you do that. Can I get a strength athletics check to get out of this dumpster?
That's gonna be a 5.
You fail. After probably 5 or 10 minutes of waiting, can I get another one, please?
God fucking damn it. That's gonna be an 11.
That is enough for you to like lift and slam your foot over, and then do the worst crunch anyone's ever had to do in their life. Pull it, and you have nothing to hold on to, so you slam on the outside.
Onto the dead body of the raccoon that I accidentally killed?
You don't see the roof.
Damn it.
He coming back.
This is a villain. He's gonna get infected by one of those fucking alien things, and then he's gonna come kill me. You asshole.
You should write a book. You plop to the ground. Can I get an endurance check for you to walk home? You biteless bitch. We talked about how Dominic was going to go through some of the worst things a character has ever gone through, and there's already so much sad.
6.
Also, we go over, if you guys like watching a TV show, this guy looks young. You look like a malnourished 16-year-old.
Yes. Specifically, if you have seen Parasite, that is a big inspiration. Parasite the anime with a Y.
The two biggest ones are that and Wayne is a very big
Love
one
Wayne.
for.
If you've never watched Wayne, don't expect it to be good, and it will be good.
Yeah, no, it was a YouTube Red original, so it had that budget, that writing. I'm pretty sure that last 2 episodes came out like a year after the rest.
But specifically the character writing. I don't think the story's very good. Sorry if you heard me slap the mic there. I don't think the story's the best. It's fine. It's passable. But the character writing,
character acting, both of those main characters, the love interest, are very compelling.
Amazing.
And they're together in real life.
They are? I didn't know that. That's awesome. That's super cute.
And that show was in 2018 and they're still together. So that's great. Adorable. But yeah, you pass out. You wake up to like a kicking of you on the sidewalk. You okay, son? You look up in a cop with a dark skin and like a gray mustache. He looks like a patrol cop, but way too old for this. And he's shining a light in your face. Whoa, what you doing?
I'm fine. Can you drive me to Weston 5th?
You one of them pill poppers?
No.
I ain't talking about the normal drugs. I'm talking about that new shit.
Do I have a driver's license on me?
I don't think so. A fake one. If you want to, do you think you have a fake one? Makes more sense than you having a real one.
Yeah. I would have a fake one. It just doesn't serve mine.
But definitely add a fake one to your character sheet. I ain't talking about drugs. I'm talking about that new shit on the street. You heard anything about that? I'll make a history check, please.
Sorry, getting ready for it. I've rolled so many 10s. Let me add to my gear. Fake driver's license. What's the name on it, you think? I think it's gonna be...
Do you think an American name or a Russian name?
Nick DeSanta.
Okay. Nick DeSanta. Brother been playing Grand Theft Auto 5.
That's the first name that came to mind, and then I instantly was like, "That is not Game of Thrones. That is fucking Grand Theft Auto."
My name is Rob Stark. It says King in the North on my car. Chill.
But DeSanta is a very common name.
No, yeah, I like it. And New Caldera. Caldera comes from Calder, which is an Irish term, but Caldera, I added an A. It kind of sounds Spanish. In this
Nueva Caldera would be what it would be called if it was though.
In this alternate timeline, you'll see that for some reason there's quite a bit of a South American presence, not on the south border of United States, on the colonies, different slaves.
Then maybe Columbus had a larger presence.
Not that African American slaves did not exist, but they were not the predominant slave in this universe. Every culture was.
Yikes.
America was not the good guys for a long time, meaning they did worse bad guy stuff.
Yeah,
but no, that New Caldera, a big reason why this city has a Spaniard name, even though it's in Jersey.
Jersey.
Which was the 9th state, one of the first ones, one of the 13 colonies. What'd you roll on your history check to listen about that new drug he been on?
I rolled a 10 and then
wisdom or intelligence, whichever one you want to use.
I'm going to do wisdom because it's street smart.
What are those two called, actually? Can you go and say what your stats are called?
Yes, that is true. I should do that. So the stats that we're using for this TTRPG, what Zachary created, is going to be might, which Dominic has a -1 in. That check that I did earlier should have been a -1, so it was actually a 9 to get out of the thing. That is my apologies.
So you're still in there now. Might, which comparable to D&D 5e, strength.
Yeah.
And then...
agility, which is dexterity. He has a +5 in that because he's quick. That's the only thing he has. He has a +1 in durability, which is constitution. Intellect, intelligence. He has a +0 in that. For constitution or durability, as it's called in this, he has a +1. I don't know if I said that. And then wisdom is wisdom. He has a +2 in that. And then presence, which is charisma, which I like presence a lot more because that can include intimidation now.
Yes. Well, and like superheroes, presence.
Yeah.
Superman drops down from someone, he has an aura.
Okay, sorry to get off topic. We're going from talking about books and we're going to be talking about comics. Did you see recently that they had in one of the DC Marvel crossovers, they had Superman get through to Bruce Banner?
I did.
I think that's
I
fire.
love all of those recent ones
They're pretty good. Some of them are a little like too much, like they're too fan servicey.
Or like one was like so boring. I think it was Lois Lane and Zatanna. Or no, those are from the same
It was
universe.
Lois Lane and MJ.
Mary Jane, which is like those are both very interesting characters.
And
I had potential, I guess.
I want them to have a conversation. I don't want them to go on an adventure.
I agree.
I want them to talk about like how they are negatively affected by these men in their lives. Because like Lois Lane probably has less horror stories.
Yeah.
MJ. MJ whole life is fucked all the time.
MJ's probably a really big inspiration for Adam Eve. I never really clocked that because MJ's parents are a lot like Adam Eve's parents.
If you the artist for Invincible for the comics, he did a lot of art for Spider-Man.
Dude,
Adam Eve and Mark looked so similar to Peter Parker and MJ in those comics.
Okay, yeah. What'd you roll on your history check, boy?
He got a 10 flat. Oh wait, no, +2 with wisdom, so it's 12.
You don't know anything about any new drug.
Do you mean Adderall?
Come on. He lifts you up and you wince in pain, and he like drops and pops open the back of his cop car, and puts you in and locks it. You're in the booth, and he drives you to Western 5th.
Western 5th. The apartment building just right there.
He starts driving. He's like, it's a Sunday night. You out a little late for having school in the morning, son. Like looking in his rearview mirror as he's driving.
I am not in school. I'm less than intelligent, I'm told. Anyway,
well, that ain't the case. What if you bench pressed good or played football? What if you ran track? There's a lot of scholarship methods. Don't let anybody tell you that. I've learned a lot in these 6 decades.
Okay, while he's speaking, can I look at not to interrupt him?
No, you're fine. You're not listening.
I want to look at his uniform, see what the name on it says.
Yeah. I make a perception check from the back and hearing your head's pulsing.
Oh, no. That's gonna be a 5.
You cannot focus your vision enough to see the name that's written on his. But you can easily tell he's in his late 50s, early 60s. He's an African American gentleman. You can tell all that, but you cannot tell.
Officer, do you have some water? I'm gonna cut him off, like in the middle of him being like, basketball.
Listen, my first dunk, and you say, yeah, man, my first kick a goal. I'm unique in that, man. My dad told me. You say, officer. He's like, I got a water bottle. I'll give it to you when we pull over. We're almost there.
Thank you. And
after a little bit of driving, he pulls over to a stop and like goes to his trunk, opens up a duffel bag, and comes and opens your door. He hands you 2 granola bars and a bottle of water, which is probably going to be your dinner. It's like, there you go, son.
Thank you so much. You have a good night. And he's gonna walk into his apartment or start walking with, like trying to walk with a water bottle and 2 granola bars while his arm is dead.
The state of the country. He gets in his car and sits, and
should have. Wait, what's it called? Whenever you tell your air conditioner to cycle through the car, should have turned that on. Something's about to crawl through his air conditioning.
His radio lights up and goes, we got a 1071 on Main Street, 1071 on Main Street. And he goes, shit. Puts his lights up, show me responding. Boom, he drives off.
You say, show me?
Show me responding. He should have said like Adam 10, whatever his car is. But I already put in research to find out what the code is for whatever I wanted to catch up. And I'm not looking up New Jersey police car.
I thought that was his name. I was trying to get it. Oh. I wasn't. How dare you, Zachary Baker?
Yeah, you come in your room. There's no one behind the receptionist's desk, but the back door behind the receptionist's desk is open, and you hear like typewriter typing from that back room. you know that your landlady, Miss Ditko, a very elderly lady, is back there.
Miss Ditko?
One moment.
Is it okay if I come back there?
Come on back, son.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk back there.
She turns, puts her spectacles on. She's in her 90s. She turns. Did you spill something on your arm there?
Yeah, I've never had Kool-Aid so tasty. Can I please? Do you have a sewing kit I could borrow? As you see, my jacket. It's
Of course. Would you like any help with that?
No, not at all. And I'm gonna be watching horror movies tonight, so if you hear like yelling or anything, I'm fine. I'm completely fine.
You know, you're one of the only ones in the building. You can have that as loud as you want. I won't hear it. Slowly goes down to this cupboard where she pulls out a sewing kit. For some reason, immediately she has heft in her arms, and she's, here you go, plops it. Your arm shoots alive in pain as this 20-pound box gets put on you. Just make sure everything returns to where
I'll replace anything I use. Thank you. He's gonna start walking up now.
I think this is the right one. She pours like 20 pills in her hands. Give me my water.
Those are the pills he was talking about. It's her.
I can't wait to watch my programs tonight. You enter your room, and as you kind of have to jimmy the door and slam it shut, and you carry it over, you're in the background, and you fade out, and we zoom in on a young 30-something happy couple with a baby on a photograph. And
I assume we zoom out from the window.
Yeah. And then we see you sit down at the table. Then even a dual shot of Miss Ditko typing, and then you seeing both of you in the window. But then we cut back in. Can I get a medicine check as you sew your arm up with sewing supplies? And then
what color's the thread?
If once you get a superhero aesthetic, what color would that be? Probably black was born. You also find the last two like Adderall you have in here of a old expired prescription and pop those using tap water from your sink. Which is kind of a little murky, probably.
Yeah. As he's about to try that, he's gonna look up at the poster on his wall. What superhero is that?
Protean.
Protean, yeah.
Protean is on the wall. You like look up. You feel childish for a moment, but you do it. In this photo, in his 20s, young, bright-eyed, dark hair, slicked back, kind of a Johnny Storm vibe. But with the powers of Reed Richards, is stretched. He has an all-white suit with like blue circles around it, and he has like them stretched all around where it's like a cobweb around him. And he's like, and it says, "Never stretch yourself too thin" on the thing. And you go,
It is going to be white thread then.
White thread, yeah.
And he is going to start going. You said medicine check, intellect. It's going to be +0. It's going to be a 12.
A 12.
Learned this from The Walking Dead.
Yep. Can I get an endurance check for you to... you probably still aren't trying to scream loudly.
Yeah.
Hello, my son.
Dominic definitely watched Let's Plays on YouTube when he was a kid.
Hell yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, this is 2028, so you were born in 2012.
Why are we old? That's going to be a 7 for endurance.
Yeah, we cut to Miss Ditko typing in. Cut back.
Why me? Just like repeatedly.
Maybe they're related. Yeah.
Related?
Her plot twist for her novel.
No! She hears.
Don't do that! Why are you doing this? Yeah, we hear police sirens.
My fanfic! Sorry.
Outside of the building, we hear police sirens. Distant gunfire. Cut back. You sit back. The thread's soaked red, but you do like you cover what band you do? Cut up that denim jacket.
God, I guess I have to.
In my mind, you have like 4 of all clothing. You have like 4 cargo pants / jeans. You have 4 jackets, 4 like t-shirts, 1 pair of boots.
If I cut this up, all I'm gonna have is that freaking a black hoodie that I have. But
I think a black hoodie, a leather jacket, and like one of those bomber jackets.
Yeah, probably a Letterman. That's
with
fucked.
Russian script and like a bear, a polar bear.
uh, yeah, I'll cut it up.
Yeah, as you start tearing.
I'll cut the sleeves off.
Oh yeah, yeah. You get like kitchen sears and start like cursing silently. We look at that photo again closer, and it says inscripted along the bottom, Alexei Y. Ilyana, the two names, and you sit back and it's not soaking through the denim.
It should.
As you like sit there, your head's pulsing. You gotta go to bed. Slam 2 granola bars. Drink the whole bottle of water, probably.
Yeah, the whole thing.
What's your
Yeah.
bed look like, big dog? If you've been needing to make money and selling things, it might be like an air mattress.
I think it is
Or your
3 sleeping bags put inside of each other.
yeah. What's the apartment look like?
God, I keep wanting to reference video games every time I describe anything.
Okay.
And I need to not do that. It would be when you walk in, the kitchen is directly to the left, which with a like half bar sectioning it off from the living room. It is only that kitchen and the living room. Those are the 2 rooms that he has. There is a bed, or what he considers his bed, in the
pile.
left corner of the room, just like diagonal from the kitchen. And on the walls, you can see like faded posters that have been there for years on years of like pinup posters of women and different propaganda posters from a long time ago. And the one new poster in the room is that Protean poster. The wallpaper is kind of coming down from the ceiling, and there's a section of the roof that has come down.
He like cryptically. Does my phone need to be connected to this for anything?
No.
Okay. I just had it connected, and for some reason, it's not normally. It is hot. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's in my pocket. We see vaguely on the wall, in like you open a closet, and for briefly on the moment, there is a superhero with red suit and large gray beard, like with rage in his face, with a very large sickle and hammer. This like villain. You open it, you grab a jacket, you close it. It's in the closet. Yeah, and you go, and then that was before you stitched
Evil
yourself
David
up.
Harbour be like,
Love sausage.
sausage.
Yeah, sausage. Love sausage. And you go to sleep. Return your HP to full. We're in good company here. If you watch the Song of Ice and Fire TTRPG entitled The Ashes of Winter, you do not get all your health back when you long rest. In that one, you get a dice roll. If you eat, it's rough. It's rough out there in those lands. But no, you wake up.
Are you sure?
I ain't eat shit. You hear like a oh my god, bro. You hear like a gentle pounding, or like a gentle pounding on your door, and you like lurch up. The light streams in. It looks like it's about we're in like October, so it would the light would start early. Yeah, because winter. It's probably like 6:30, and you were 2:30 was when you came in here. In fact, that's exactly what I did.
Dom is going to pull a knife from a cut in the
switchblade.
Yeah, switchblade. Out of a cut in one of the sleeping bags that he's sleeping in, and pulls it out, and he's going to like kind of have it behind his back as he goes up to the door.
What door you use? Do you have a hand on the door and a hand on the knife? Which hands are which? Your right arm is injured.
Oh fuck yeah! He's not opening the door yet, so left hand knife, just standing next to it.
You do have a people.
Oh, I'm gonna look through the
hole. You have a people.
I'm gonna look through the people.
It is a Mikhail. Early 50s, very Russian. A thin, like once blonde, but now mostly grayed and slicked back blonde grayed. This is the guy that gives you work sometimes. He's sitting there in like a trench coat that's gray and like a undershirt. Looking around.
I quickly slip the switchblade into my pocket, and I open the door with my left hand as I like stumble, and I'm gonna go sit on my bed again. Hello, Mikhail.
Hello, son. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm great. What can do you have another job for me?
Yes, in fact, I do.
I really need money.
Well, luckily for you, this is a pretty good opportunity for that.
He's kind of like hiding his arm a little bit, like kind of trying to make it seem like there's nothing wrong with it.
Do you need any help?
Never. You know that. What can I do?
He pulls out a cigarette and starts smoking in your apartment.
Dominic starts sweating again.
I have a job set up for delivery, which I know you're accustomed to.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
I would like to escort you on this one. It is downtown quite a bit.
Have I done something wrong on a previous job?
Not at all, not at all. Essentially, this
His
is...
foot starts tapping nervously.
Yeah. You're a good driver and I trust you. I also know that you do not have any unique proclivities that might... You have no knowledge of what you will be transporting. Is the main reason I choose you for this mission. It is not uncommon for me to accompany my drivers. You're just typically on the outs of that.
I'll go.
Fantastic.
Is that it?
Yes, we'll be taking your vehicle. I parked it down the street. Whenever you're ready, I'll be waiting in it.
I'm pretty sure
he has a set of keys to your car as well that he gave you.
I did. I believe the car might be low on fuel. I don't currently have the money to fill it up. If you could, I would pay you back as that, or you could take it from my job payment.
I tell you what, you look like you're in a bad spot. I'll be back in 20 or 30 minutes. I'll go fill it up and come back.
Thank you, Mikhail.
Be ready when I return.
Yes.
And he shoulders himself in a way where you can tell he's carrying a return. And he closes the door and goes down the stairs. What do you do with your 30 minutes that you have to prepare?
I am going to cut up the rest of that jacket and fix it into a fake sling, using one of the arms to cover this and then slinging it over my shoulder.
Yeah, so you have denim wrapped around your arm and then that's behind your neck. Do you put a bomber jacket on top of that so you're not walking on the street with denim?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do that.
Probably the hoodie.
Mm-hmm.
Having the arm hanging.
Yeah. You do that. You focus. You have a tenth of a box of Cheerios that you slam with water. And a spoon. Your only bowl and spoon. And then now you come down and the car's waiting. The car's waiting, idling, which you're immediately annoyed at. And he's sitting in the passenger, talking on his phone.
I'm gonna just enter the car.
As you enter, he goes. He speaks in a Russian language. He goes, "Zovdacha." Puts it in his... Yeah, he opens it, and you do clock that he does have a Russian pistol in his belt.
Makarov?
Probably a futuristic version of a Makarov. If the USSR continued possibly better in this universe, a Glock-looking Makarov, not in style, but in the plastic. Yeah, not wood or neon sights on it.
Full metal body Makarov.
Yes. Yeah, so definitely. Yeah, and he drives off. He puts up his phone. This is what I love about America. Look at this. He opens. He taps
shows
the
me
phone.
Google Maps as a concept.
He taps the phone. Take me to closest smash and dash. And he sets it on your dash, and it takes you to a burger joint 15 minutes downtown.
That is amazing, Mikhail. I have never seen anything like it.
And in this futuristic world, when he clicks that, a little GIF pops up of a giant superhero that looks like Paul Bunyan fighting a kaiju. He clicks Smash and Dash, so it plays a little thing of Smash and Dash with an ad, and he closes it. This is what I hate about America. So you go down there. Do you do anything on the drive there?
Not anything specifically. He might turn to Mikhail and go, I know I'm not supposed to know what it is we're transporting. How dangerous is what we're transporting?
I don't expect any danger for my men. It is something simple. It is the situation around it which is difficult. I wouldn't fret.
Okay.
You pull up in the Smash and Dash, and he goes, "Go drive through."
I go through the drive-through.
What do you want?
I'm okay, thank you.
Okay. He leans over you and goes, "We want to smash burger meal, large everything." And I have delivery for Laddie.
Full Metal Everything. What is
And
that from?
You guys, Full Metal Alchemist?
Full Metal Everything.
Isn't that Full Metal Alchemist? Or you're saying specifically everything?
Full Metal Everything. Is
I'm
from something.
fucking-
I don't know.
You guys pull up, and this little pimply teenager behind the thing goes, "You said you have a delivery for Larry?" And he goes, "Ah." Throws a package in that like hits him in the chest, past your face really quickly. I'll get this to him, and he walks off. And this young African American woman comes up and goes, "Okay, I got y'all food. That'll be in this corporate futuristic world, 2 large meals. That'll be $62.80." He comes and like just throws $100 bill in and goes, drive. And he begins putting the drinks in your cup holders.
Full Metal Everything is a combat tot from Black Ops 3, the Reaper specialist.
Oh, is that a reference then? Probably. If the Reaper says Full Metal, I imagine so.
Maybe.
Because Full Metal Alchemist, that was like 2000s, right?
Yeah.
So Black Ops 3.
Might not be a reference to that specifically, but I think it is a reference to something else.
Yeah, you continue just driving out, and he goes, "Park up here on right so we can eat." And you're kind of sitting there. You're kind of sitting there awkwardly with one hand. You've been driving with one hand this entire time. If you turn signal, you've been having to.
Yeah.
Yeah. You sit there and eat. This large burger is good. It's got an S and a D stamped into the pad and the bun.
Whenever you're
Pretzel
driving and you have to like eat something at the same time, have you done the knee technique where you hold the bottom of the cereal with your knee and then that's what I'm imagining right now.
Yeah, you guys just sit in a parking lot and like eat.
Thank you, Mikhail.
No issue.
How are the fries? Are they good?
The fries are curly cut. Honestly, the food probably does taste incredible.
But it's not good for you.
Yeah, it's probably like pumped full of bad addictive stuff. That
They
somehow
probably have a super at the factory that just makes everything
the
taste
current president of
ship
this
it.
world has introduced a bill that makes it where you cannot inhibit this new item that makes things taste good for the next 15 years.
Damn.
So they're just allowed to freely use however much they want. It was like, I enjoy these American restaurants, but I eat once a month. I'm sharing my month with you.
You mean you eat American food once a month, correct?
These types of fast food, yes.
Okay,
The
yes.
speedster food, fast food, yeah, once a month.
Did the term does the term fast food exist?
Fast food?
It might speedy
it's
food.
It's called fast food because bellhops would bring it straight to you. Those first bellhops would have been speedsters. So speedy food, fast food, speedster food.
Yeah, something like that.
Speedster food, yeah. I love speedster food.
Yes, thank you again.
Curly fries.
Do they not have curly fries in Russia?
They have
In Russia, fry curls you.
I grew up squid soup was all I ate until I was 22 years of age. I enjoy America. Okay.
Thank you, Mikhail.
I was watching news last night.
Yes.
There was a gray color van and a boy on bike follow it. And your arm injured.
So
Expound.
I was attempting to find a friend of mine.
A friend?
A friend?
Okay.
You can insight that if you want.
Oh yeah, he'll do an insight check on that in case you're like, he's thinking, is this guy like was he actually trying to like do anything outside of my knowledge or like drugs, guns? Is what he's thinking. Are you attempting to conceal it? Because if not, make a persuasion.
Like vaguely conceal it.
You were pretty good. So
I'm more concealing the nature of that relationship rather than.
He believes you were looking for a person, a friend.
Okay.
And you thought the gray van was responsible?
Yes, I saw them grabbing someone that looked like her.
Oh.
Or someone saw.
Yeah, someone saw it.
Someone saw someone from that van grabbing.
When you pulled up on them on the bike, they drove off rapidly. And then when you pursued them, they opened up the back with the MP5 in your face. So you were pretty self-assured.
Yeah. They attacked me as I attempted to follow them. I'm not doing anything against any specific group. I'm just looking for my friend.
I wish you good luck in that.
Thank you.
Yes. Quite.
Quiet.
Right.
I'm eating.
Okay, we drive now.
Okay. I'm like halfway done with my burger. Hey, turn on the car. Gonna pull it back out on the road.
You eventually have to like go through a toll booth, and a security guard comes up, middle-aged, already white hair from stress, bald head, mustache. What's the nature of your visit into the harbors?
We are meeting up with some friends, spending the night.
At the harbors? I'm gonna need identification from both of you.
I pull out my
Mikhail
fake
pulls
ID.
out one and calmly. Both of you hand fake IDs because Mikhail is not an American citizen. He goes and he goes, okay.
Nick DeSanta.
Nuck DeSanta is what is written upon mine. Nick and Curtis. You were Curtis? And Mikhail goes, yes. He goes, okay. Have fun. And you guys go on through. This had laser gate in front of your 4-door black SUV. And then that goes away and you drive through.
All these outposts that you're talking about, I keep thinking of like the Silver Sable stuff in the first Spider-Man game.
Very good. That's from Marvel's Spider-Man, the PS4 game. That's a very good idea. Yeah, you're driving a black SUV with like tinted windows, and there's like a dent in the side, and one of the wheels is different. You know, I like this car. This car was actually one of my first vehicles I drove when I came to America.
I like it a lot too. There's nothing in comparison to a vehicle that can go where you want it to go.
Yes, all-terrain. We put all-terrain tires on our limousines, and all-terrain tires. Obviously, the vehicle all-terrain is better, or bestest. But the tires, especially if they are bulletproof, these ones are not. I apologize. But very good.
Yes, I agree. Thank you. He's like still so like constantly nervous. Like he is a ball of sweat.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys are going in. You go in and you like pull into a area. It's like the middle of the day. You park. He goes, okay. We're waiting now. And he pulls his seat back and like extends and grabs like glasses out of his thing and puts them on.
Okay.
They'll be here at 5 p.m. It's like 10 a.m. right now.
Dom is just going to say, yes, sir. Is it okay if I go to the bathroom?
Of course. Go piss.
He is going to step out and take a look at his surroundings.
Make a perception check.
Oh my god, I keep rolling 10s. That's going to be a 12.
Mason. A 12. Chill. There's a lot of forklifts going around and like Cushman's work vehicles operating. Seems chill. You're right next to a very large warehouse, but though the gates are closed and it doesn't seem like there's any movement inside, you can piss around into the harbor. You're right next to it.
I'll go stand behind the car. And
think downtown GTA. The harbor is what I'm picturing. Yeah, and very chill. You're about probably 10 minutes from where those outposts are.
I one-handedly open my jeans, which is awful if you've never had to fucking do it.
Yeah.
I remember in like middle school, I had broken like a finger on my hand, and I just didn't want to use it. It takes like triple the time. It's insane.
And you're probably skinny as fuck, so you got a belt on. And you piss out some yellow ass piss, nah, boy.
The most
that shit brown
fluorine piss ever.
Yeah, I mean, like not good flow. That bottle of water you drank, probably the best hydration you've had in months.
This is awful.
And yeah, do you do anything else after that?
No.
And you return and sit, and Mikhail goes, "Good piss."
Yes.
Good. Well, I heard you drop out of school. Why you do that?
I need more time to pay for rent and make money.
Yeah, I suppose. But school good offer. You don't have any like takes his glasses off and actually sits up now. We other areas of the world do not have this opportunity.
Public schooling.
Yes.
It's regrettable. But I'll figure it out.
If you come into opportunity, I would recommend return. But I understand you are not necessarily within your abilities to do so.
I'll get there.
Yes, quite.
I know I will. He suddenly is the most confident in a statement that he's ever been.
Mhm.
I think I might try and take a nap.
Yes, I was going to say, okay, I sleep now. Pulls it fully down the back of your chair. Yeah, and you guys sleep. You get a long rest in. I'll
Hey.
give you, yeah.
Never mind, sorry.
Yeah. After a while, you hear a metal tapping of his rings on your window. You kind of wake up. It's pitch black outside. They're here now. You look around. Like 6 more SUVs are here. You look around, no more work movements. There's floodlights that are turned off. There's no more forklifts going around. And you've been downtown before, and you know that the red lights of the toll booths can be seen from far away. There's no red lights of the toll booths going on.
Okay, what do you want me to do?
Just stand beside me. I'll go get the package. And he goes and he put it in the back. He opens it. It's just a small, 6-inch by 2-inch little vial, or a case that looks like it would contain a vial. He slips into his thing.
Silver-looking case.
Yeah. Catch up with me. And by the time you're getting up, he enters one of the warehouses.
I follow after him.
You get out. None of the Yeah, what's that sound? He skidded on something.
Yeah, he's just eating. Not eating, but playing with a toy.
Yeah, he eating a toy, which is fine. But if he eating the carpet. Yeah, you get out and all of the cars are abandoned. There's no one in them, but there's 10 more. So evidently everybody's inside, and you see some lights coming from inside there.
Yeah, I go ahead and walk in, and I find Mikhail and stand behind his chair.
Go around. Yeah, you go to Mikhail. The door gets shuttered behind you, and you turn. There's a large figure that does that. He's all steel. His eyes, Colossus, a looking individual with a big fur coat on.
Titan Colossus.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, he stops you before that. When he grabbed a thing, he had a duffel bag and he handed it to you.
Thank you.
He's sitting there leaning against the table and he goes, "Give duffel bag to our big shiny friend."
Oh, okay. And he's gonna walk it over to him and hand him the duffel bag. Handle
yeah. He takes it
first.
That is Steel Sergey. He is one of our strongest members.
It's great to meet you, sir. And he's gonna skitter back off next to Mikhail.
As you do that, you try to move to Mikhail, and Mikhail has 2 people in front of him, and one of them just stops you. Kind of holds you. Steel Sergey unzips the duffel bag and drops some severed heads out of it, and drops it.
He's just looking around. I was told to stand next to Mikhail.
Mikhail comes up and goes, "I have unfortunate news for you." Someone flicks something, and it gets on some hidden vehicles that are being smuggled or hidden out here. One of them is a gray van. The gray van.
I try and grab the switchblade out of my pocket.
Do you have a gun?
Oh, I didn't
do it. You have a pistol with 2 magazines.
That is my bad.
No, you're fine.
I am going to try and take my left hand and grab at my right side.
Yeah, make an acrobatics check, big dog. Steel Sergey is gonna come for you. Steel Sergey is a powerhouse.
You said acrobatics?
Yes.
17.
Unfortunately, you grab the gun and he's able to easily grab your hand. You have the gun pointed at his head though.
I just start going. I just start going.
No, yeah, you shooting and you're kind of blocking, and he just grabs the gun. No. He just takes it from you and drops it on the ground. And kind of twists you around. Your arm is on fire. Mikhail comes up and goes,
"Please, I swear, I wasn't trying to hurt anyone specifically."
You followed the van for a reason, right?
I just want to find my friend. Like, tears are falling down his face.
We can continue in this line of work, but you have to not take issue if people of your age go vanishing off the street.
It's just this one. I wanted to find her. I'm sorry.
And he kind of looks, and you see back, there's a figure that is sitting enshrouded in darkness. And at first you think they're just in the shadow, but you see that the people next to him, you can see him. This thing has shadow emanating off of it. And Mikhail goes, we cannot do that.
Okay.
He goes over and like picks up the gun off the ground and like nods to Sergey, and Sergey lets go of you. And he looks back at the figure, and the figure just like nods, and he goes, You think you can work for us, even if you cannot find that girl?
He's gonna roll deception and say
I was gonna
yes.
say yes.
That is going to be a 16.
16. Okay. He like
Yes. He steals himself.
he points the gun and goes, Sergey. Sergey like sidesteps, and Mikhail walks faster and goes, Shh. Injects you with that thing in your thigh, and in a way where his body's hiding it. Walks back. I'm sorry. Firing upon you. Oh my god. You take 11 points. Bursting out your chest, just your stomach, shooting blood back, and you go to like grab it with both your hands, but you can't. You stumble back with the one hand onto the ground. How much health do you have left?
0.
So yeah. Can you roll their first death saving throw? As Mikhail lowers the gun. Your gun.
Natural 20. Holy fucking shit.
He like
This is scripted.
No.
This has to be scripted.
he throws the gun like near you.
Bro. Holy fuck.
As you're sitting there, you hold your blood in, and you look over, and that figure, through your glimpsing vision, dissipates.
With this moment,
Yes.
can I take the switchblade that is still in my pocket and stab Mikhail in the back with it?
Yeah. He's coming over like with the gun.
Because I think Dom thinks he's gonna die. He's like, I'm dead.
I'll just let you do that. As he's turning to like put the gun down, you fucking idiot. He, like,
That's what you
turns,
fucking get.
grabs you by the neck and throws you down, and you like clatter in the gun. He's like, you fucking idiot.
And then I think he would faint if that's okay after being thrown. Oh, sorry. Keep going.
No, you're fine. You're like you're shaking. He goes, "You're making me do this." He shoots you again in your chest, and your vision somehow is still here. And you hear the gun clatter, and he goes to turn, and he goes, "What the fuck is that?" Can you open up your second of the scenes we have planned for today?
Yes.
That would be the Champions of Caldera.
Oh my god. I hate.
Go back to scene 2. For some reason, at some point the camera stopped, but we can just deactivate it and reactivate it, and it is working. Okay.
I just have to do it this way.
Yeah.
Champions.
I imagine it was not messed up for too long. I'm stuck in bad Russian. The Champions of Caldera is what we're on.
Yes.
Cool. We see the outside of a corporate work building with a sign outside stating the Champions of Caldera, saving tomorrow today. A receptionist talks with someone on the phone. Yes, ma'am. We are an offshoot from the Champions of the Colonies. No, ma'am, we were not kicked out. It was determined by our sponsors that the state of New Jersey was vast enough with crime and disaster that the state deserved its own superhero force. Yes. No. No, ma'am, I am not a robot. Sitting at a desk in his office is a man asleep at the table. The door busts open, startling him. He slams his desk, panicked, and cocaine powder flies up. A woman in her 20s. Jesus, Protean, really? His face droops like melted plastic, and he grabs and mashes it back together in a normal form. He is about 2.5 decades older than the poster. So gray in that black hair, gray in the beard.
What the hell you want?
He looks past her to see the office workers talking loudly, some on phones, some to each other, panicking. A gigantic humanoid-sized fly enters.
Someone talk to me. Flyby.
It's not a drill, sir. He turns to the woman. It's a confirmed Valor, an inbound object. The fly buzzes off. The woman, Valor, turns to Protean. Her clean pink jumpsuit contrasts his messy stained dress shirt. Keystone Orbital flagged it 3 minutes ago. She walks to his computer and types on it. Valor pulls up a display and zooms in. A jagged chunk of rock burns through a simulated atmosphere, trailing fire. Protean reads out the reading.
Projected impact zone. Downtown New Caldera?
We cut to them discussing it aggressively in a war room. It hits in 10 minutes. Flyby says, okay, so we intercept, right? We just, he gestures vaguely upward. We go up and we push it. We nudge it. That's physics, right? A man speaks up. Pale skin, a shaved head, a crimson jumpsuit. His voice is like gravel.
It's not a plane. You can't just nudge a falling mountain. I don't know if you've noticed, but none of us are strong enough for that.
Flyby's head snaps towards him. Oh, I'm sorry, do you have a better idea, Mero? Or do you just want to be a fucking asshole?
Enough! Prime 8 mass estimate.
He turns to a large gorilla-like man, typing away at the computer. Preliminary read places it beyond manual deflection thresholds. Valor speaks up. A full interception may be unfeasible, but mitigation surely is not. Redirection, controlled impact. Mero chuckles dryly.
You mean we pick where it hits?
No, we could attempt fragmentation. High impact strike at altitude. Surely that could work. Break it into smaller pieces. Protean shakes his head no.
And rain fire over half the state?
Mero shakes his head.
You're talking about turning one disaster into 100.
Valor sighs. It's better optics. If it hits at its current trajectory, half of the population of New Jersey's capital city could die. Flyby actually recoils. Are you serious right now? Valor meets his gaze unblinking. A single catastrophic failure reflects on us. Multiple smaller incidents become something impossible for anyone to contain. Protean leans back slightly.
Whoa. Oh, sorry.
No.
Okay. Super disaster insurance is commonplace. You all are blowing this out of proportion. For this specific instance, we do need to focus on population. The bay is downtown. We need to try to land it in the bay. The buildings that would get it the worst would be the warehouses and docks down there. That's fucking nothing.
Primate stands up tall. I'll devise an explosive to send it off course. Flyby is the only one who can fly high enough to get a shot. Oh, Lord.
You will do fine. If not, you're fired. Handle this, Primate.
He takes a swig of coffee.
I'm going back to sleep.
Valor scoffs. Typical.
Get me when we're ready to save lives.
Valor storms out after Protean. Primate turns to Flyby. I can get you one shot. Don't waste it. Protean is meant to look like Glenn Howerton.
Hell yeah.
Dennis from Always Sunny is who I have in my head for him.
That is an interesting idea. We could just use actors for characters.
I used that.
I've never thought about that.
I used that a little bit fan casting when we first played D&D. This would be like a stylized animated or live action TV show. Glenn Howerton is who I have in mind for
Protean. By the way, Protean is a reference to the Greek chthonic god Proteus, who was the precursor to Poseidon being the Lord of the Sea. The Old Man of the Sea is how he's referenced. He is also one of the first depictions in Greek mythology of a shapeshifter.
I love chthonic gods so much. There's a Warlock subclass I made based off them.
It's so fun.
Very fucking cool.
I love it.
You made Protean. You made him. And Ellie made an NPC that will show up not this session, but probably in session 2.
That's so fun.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Mm-hmm. So even though not everyone can be here, their creative process reflects on this. Ellie's also suggested some plot details. So co-write Ellie on this.
Hell yeah.
You can see her play in Halcyon TTRPG, our main D&D session.
And maybe a superhero thing eventually, but not this one.
Yes.
That natural 20 was so goated. Oh my gosh.
A meteor. Noticeably half of it is bursting down. Flyby shoots up, holding this rocket launcher.
Morty from Rick and Morty.
You're sitting there, bleeding out. Mikhail goes, "What the hell is that?" You hear a large in the bay, and coming through the glass roof of this building, giant fire explosion. You get blasted back. Mikhail gets blasted back. People get blasted back. Multiple
I
people
assume I'm now at
incinerate.
0 health.
Yeah. You actually look, and that blast rolls you into craze, and you're looking. You don't know why you're still conscious. You look down. Both of your legs are gone. Bisected at the knee.
Damn. Okay.
You're for some reason cursed to live through this.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And you hear you look coming out of a asteroid is this red isopod alien.
Dominic is gonna try and stand up.
You go and you feel your arm crack under your own weight and splinter.
Please no.
It forces its way into your mouth. You feel your jaw break from its weight. You feel your neck split. You feel your brain get cut. Your skull splatters. And it digs into your brain as shards of your skull go flying. And we cut to Mikhail. The fuck's going on? Sergey goes, I don't know. We need to get you out of here. We see that speedster from earlier that murdered that woman. Enter all black. His effect is pink. The hell is going on? Or the hell's going on? He has an American accent. Sergey goes, get him away. And the speedster nods and takes Mikhail, and Mikhail was like, wait! And he turns back looking in your direction. He gets taken away, and Sergey starts walking in your direction. You hear in your head, disgusting impurities. Your own arm splintered, painfully snaps back and claws at the stitching, and you see your own body reject the stitches as the sewing supplies gets pushed out. It takes you move, taking pieces of your skull and stabbing them back in, and Sergey goes, what the fuck? As he sees your body split 10 feet wide, your entire organ splayed out like something is examining you, and then you get put back together in a more efficient way, and your appendix gets shot out through a window.
So fucking funny.
You go through the most painful experience you've ever gone for like a minute straight. Heed my warning. This is my body now. Bend so you do not break, and you will live in the back of your own mind forevermore. As you're looking around, blood's coming from all of your orifices. Is he coming? Is he coming for us? Oh no. Sergey is coming. He's like, I'm still in a weakened state. I should have mentioned this earlier. You do see that the thing was moving. It was like leaking blood actively. Dark crimson blood. Do you have a weapon? Find a weapon now. And the pistol's in front of you. The switchblade's in front of you.
He would instinctively go for the switchblade first, I think.
You grab it, and he's like, a shard of metallic material. He's hit him with it. He's made of metal. And Sergey walks up, and using your advice, your body lurches up, and Sergey goes,
go for the eyes. And just speaking to him.
That is exactly what he does. He stabs it in, and Sergey goes, make a dexterity saving throw with advantage as your body moves on its own.
Oh my god. What are my saving throws?
Sorry, it's not a saving throw, just acrobatics.
Okay.
Yes. Same as the Song of Ice and Fire TTRPG system.
It's advantage, so
yes.
That is going to be a 24.
You get burst out, and your hand splits. and the bones move outward and form a single claw that stabs into the concrete and stops you from going into the harbor. You see he pulls the knife out, breaks this thing off, and like slicing his mouth up, he starts eating the metal, and in his eye starts to
You might have been right about the metal.
You hear the voice goes, we must leave. We are far too injured in this state.
My car is right over there.
Car!
It'll be the fastest way, I promise.
He goes, okay, your knees do the same thing your hand does, where they split and the meat just hangs loose as bones move out and stab, and you're like moving like a spider. It's extremely painful. You've never moved in this way before, disorientating. You turn the corner, and Sergey is going to your car, and he goes, fucking demon from hell, picks up your car. Can I get another acrobatics check as he leaps it at you? So make sure, get rid of the car and the switchblade on your inventory, please. Because either it's hitting you or it's hitting the water. Things are going great for Dominic, guys. Dominic's having a fun time.
Yeah, really, really good.
Awful business.
Was that a deck with acrobatics?
Acrobatics check.
That's gonna be a 10.
10. You hear the voice go, we can defeat this simpleton, and you stand tall. Your car hits you and you go into the water. You also have access to all of your full abilities now, if you want to use anything. He tries clawing with the, what is this substance? Stuck in the black murky water. He tries swimming with his claws. And you see all the loose flesh hanging around him.
Awful. I don't have...
Should be under class abilities. Just the thing is like the new damage you can do. You couldn't turn your hands into blades before and stuff.
Yeah, there's no specific ability, I assume.
No, just the stuff on your thing.
Okay, you said ability, and I was like,
sorry, all your stuff now.
Yeah.
You know that he needs to turn whatever this fucking thing is in your body. It needs to turn the hands into something that can catch water. So probably use all that loose skin. And you've heard of aliens. You're aware of the Saviors Supreme, I believe was the thing I said at the start. The Saviors is how they're shorthanded.
Sojourner.
Sojourner is an alien. He's a Martian Manhunter of the Justice League. You know aliens exist. You've seen them bipedal and humanoid. You've never seen. You need to communicate to him, or else we're going to start drowning. That he needs to use your loose skin.
You need. I'm trying to think about how to say this.
And you have to say this in your head because you open your mouth and you start drowning immediately.
Boats use sails to catch the wind.
Boat. Your head painfully gets twisted and you look at the boats in the water above you. Okay. Your forearm meshes into one big net and as you get above the water, your ribs splinter and shoot into a chain, and you get reeled in back out the water and plop down. Just disgusting. A colostomy bag type hole opens in your side to expel the water. What is that substance? It's awful.
I learned it. 2 hydrogen, 1 oxygen. Trying to explain it to him.
No, yeah, he's like, awful.
We drink it.
You drink it? On my planet, even the blood is a rare delicacy.
What the fuck are you?
We must reform. You, for the most part, are fine now. You feel taller. You feel extremely hungry and starved.
By the way, whenever
all the cars are driven off. You're alone here now.
Whenever I'm speaking to the alien, or at least I'm answering a question, I'm answering it with the soonest thought I think he would have, rather than how he would actually respond with words.
I like that.
Yeah, because the alien would just see the first thoughts processing and then be like, take that.
Yeah. Listen to me. My foolish kin plan to do senseless removal of your species, and it will spoil all of our plans. We must, unfortunately, destroy my entire race that is present on this planet.
What?
First we must flee! And you like, you're run, creature! Yeah, move them legs! And you, like, your legs get moved. Currently, you don't really have control of your body. You see a fence scaling, and you try to regain control, or a fence approaching. You try to regain control. You're like, okay, we can just bound over.
Can I use
right through it?
Can I use the thought of my mother being drugged out of her mind to stop this creature from taking over mine?
Yeah. Make a wisdom. Add your wisdom and your proficiency of that.
+4. That's gonna be 20 on that.
As he's fleeing, you force a memory of your mother being like loopy and the disorientation you felt during that, and he goes, "We're being attacked!" And the body just falls, and you're able to, like, breaking out of paralysis. Every time you move your bones, they snap. You're like, you see approaching sirens, and you're in like an alleyway.
I am going to like crawl into a dumpster and close it on top of myself. Okay.
Our eyes are failing. Our eyes are failing.
So I need you to stop talking. I need you to stop. I can see. I assume you can't. What are you?
I must adapt. And your eyes, you see your eyes go like night vision, and then going through different types.
Oh wait,
of
it's
vision.
because it was dark. That's I thought he couldn't see because I took control. That's my bad.
No, it's fine. Prediction, and you could probably see because your body's adjusted, but he's seeing it through your eyes. Humans can see in the dark. You go like red vision, and he goes through. It's like, okay, this is good. Bright neon green, and you feel your sclera getting tiny cuts in them.
What the fuck are you doing?
I just did that in the moment, but add that you have night vision. Add that you have
dark vision.
Dark vision that can be activated. There, we can see now. What base of safety have you sojourned us in?
It's a dumpster.
A rat. Is this one of your soldiers?
You're saying too many fucking things. Okay. Answer my question first, please. What are you?
I am your new warlord. You are my vessel, my host. Unfortunately, we can talk to each other. You should be gone by now, dead, so to speak.
Why am I not?
When my species perfectly assimilates, we
How many feet of night vision?
120. We perfectly take over the body and get rid of all of its cognizance, except for it being tracked in the back of your head. Eventually, that body will whittle and we will go into a new one, but that is stored in our consciousness.
I think that's enough.
After about
you didn't do it
5
right.
or 6 of these, we can transform freely between these figures, and after hundreds, we can transform our body independently. This isn't me, though. This is just me. I was injured, and that could have led to impure assimilation. But your body was injured, and there is a foreign element I can detect but not purge within this body. So I think both of us failed, okay? We must get to safety.
Okay. What? Okay. I was gonna open up the dumpster. Is there a cop outside of it?
Giant leaping bounds. You see a stretcher, a shapeshifter, bounding, and then oh my god, dropping outside the dumpster. A bazooka lands and flies off.
We should take that.
Is this some sort of club?
No, it can fire missiles. We take it. Is there any way we can hide this?
A missile such as a spear or a javelin.
Explosions.
And the most human he sounded. What?
Think of a bomb with a rocket behind it.
Take the birther of explosives. I cannot change its shape, but I can insert it in us if you would like.
Is that gonna hurt?
I will be
fucking fine. Do it.
I will be. You're lopsided. Bazooka's like bigger than your torso, so you have a bazooka sticking out of your thing, and you have to run like that.
We need to find West and Fifth.
These rib cages are surprisingly versatile. One moment. He wraps your rib cage around the bazooka. It is secure, and you're
We need to get in Weston 5th. I don't know how. I can hear you in
Who
my
is
head.
Weston 5th?
Can you see my memories?
In my little experience, I have found that most of the information.
I try and see where it is in my brain.
Most of the information a host can offer is pathetic, but allow me to. He goes through your. At first, I did not consider this information rattling around your head useful, but this is understanding, so to speak. In my weakened form, I require all the knowledge at my disposal.
That'd be really interesting if all this alien species has run into is non-sentient beings. So it legitimately thought that.
The Moonmen have barely any thoughts. How different are other alien species? This is quite fascinating. You see, and so make a perception check to look at these projected memories in front of your eyes.
Oh my god. That's gonna be a 4.
You see the news. You're staring at the news. A car crashed. The helicopter with a camera zooms in on it, and a man is sitting dead behind the driver with multiple bullet holes in the front. Then briefly you see a first-person perspective looking at him bleeding and running away very quickly. Your father. And he goes, okay, one of your progenitors, deceased. And then you cut to you returning to your mother, stone cold, vomit in her mouth, moving. You're crying over her. This was 2 years ago. The one deceased. You have a bad rap. This is pathetic. Going through, you holding hands with a girl. She's kissing you on your cheek. Boring. Cuts to you fighting. Cuts to you just last night jumping and landing on a van and goes, I chose good. And then sees you falling into the dumpster. So you come out. Clearly you own these dumpsters. They are your safe havens.
No, Did you see where I actually live?
The interior. One moment. You cut to you 12 years old, carrying a backpack full of textbooks up the stairs slowly. Yes. Your body starts walking.
I allow it this time.
Yeah, through the streets. You are probably very naked due to the destruction the clothes I've gone through. So you see there's a guy smoking on the sidewalk, and then here's wet footsteps.
A man with a rocket launcher coming out of him.
A nude man. Yeah, you come in, walking through the front door to your thing, and you hear behind the desk goes, who's there? And you hear the voice goes, fantastic, I'm so starving.
No!
And your body,
no! And I'm gonna try and take
I'll be right there! What are you doing? We could just talk, yeah.
We can't kill her.
This body will drop very quickly. Not only did you come to me in a starved
There are
state,
rats in the room.
Thank you for that. You came to me in a starved state. I am hungry for my large travel. We need to eat something bigger than those tiny creatures.
Drop the launcher. We'll find something. Let's leave.
Okay. The launcher drops and you walk out. And she comes out.
A bloody
something.
launcher.
Doesn't notice it. Comes back. Surely there must be some individual you see as disposable that we can consume upon quickly.
History check, I assume.
History or perception? You hear gunshots.
History. That's gonna be a flat. Oh wait, I get wisdom because street smarts. That's gonna be 15.
Yeah, you know an area in downtown where someone gets mugged every day.
I go straight there.
You go there. We cut to you guys perched on a light pole with your rib cage stabbed into the light pole, and the hands are just dangling limply, and your head's turned down an alleyway. And he's like, "We cannot wait forever. I am getting quite hungry and quite bored."
Fine, but can we get there normally, please?
Gunshots go off in an alleyway. He's like, "What is that food?"
Yes, go.
The ribcage, let's go, and you fall and land on your ass and then crawl.
While he's walking, so he is going to be holding a gun. You do not want to get hit by what shoots out of it.
Okay, a sling of sorts. Evidently, they have primitive weaponry wherever he's from. he jumps on the side and scales the side of a building. So this foolish young man in his 20s is firing a gun at the wall and goes, "Empty your pockets!" And this woman goes, "This is all I have." This older woman, naked 16-year-old, climbing on the wall. Your whole body turns into a mouth. Like those large shark mouths, you splinter into a circle with all your bones making teeth, and then go to wrap around him. I'm not joking. Incinerated like he got dropped in a disposal in seconds. Oh my god!
Jesus Christ!
The old like 90s woman crawls away. He's like, fantastic.
While the like
more
half of my body is
Yeah.
like eating, can I like try and like turn my head to be like, I promise it's okay?
Like Mangle, your head is protruding away from the body, so your head turns independently and the rest of your body's feasting.
It's okay. It's okay. Just go.
She grabs her cane and walks. She goes,
Like one arm and like a head, I would assume.
yeah. We must consume at least 10 more of these. Why are you sending prey away?
We can't just kill random people. One, I can't have that on my conscience. And two, it will get
This body
everyone on our tail.
will fail within a day if we do not eat more. I am starved and you are starved. Our body is starved.
Do I know
To
where
reach a perfect assimilation at the least, we must eat more.
do I know where Mikhail is?
You are not aware.
Okay.
You could make a history check to see if
Well,
you are
do I know
aware.
where he lives?
Yeah, no, definitely not. You can do a history check to see if you can recall any Russian like outposts. Yeah. So how many people have you killed so far? Just the one, right?
I think so.
Cool.
Unless me ripping off that beanie killed him.
Nah, that got fine.
That is what it's a history check.
Correct.
And then I get wisdom. It's gonna be a 19.
Yeah, the video capture device failed again. I just saw it, so I know it's back immediately. It just happened like in the last 15 seconds. I just don't know if that happens when I switch screens, because that happened when we did the Ashes of Winter too, and I fixed it quick, here. I'll just make sure to check every time we switch screens, I guess.
Yeah, that's super weird. Yeah.
Cool. What'd you get on your history check, David?
It was 19.
19.
There
You
it
can definitely recall a small like poker room where you dropped off a bag of coke.
Was there
one
at
time.
least 10 people there?
Yes.
Or 9?
There was like 15 people there.
I know of a place. We can go there. You can eat.
But we must move quickly. You turn into a giant wheel. Rolling down the street. This is very aerodynamic. I saw it on the, you called it a car, right as it hit my face and I imprinted upon it. This is incredible.
It's called a wheel. And he keeps
Your
getting
face,
hit.
yeah.
If you would put me on the inside.
Okay, your face turns inside out completely and you're looking at your brain and it's the worst sensory experience you've ever experienced. He comes to a stop. So we feast now, or would they have more rockets, or
Guns, knives, anything else I would expect not.
Traditionally, this would not be an issue, but this body is worse for wear, and I admit I do have unique traversal methods, so perhaps we might go a more stealthy approach.
That'd probably be best. Is there a skylight at all in this building?
You like turn your arms long and splintery by using all the bones in your sternum to make them 10 feet long and lift yourself up. There's a skylight. You're on the roof.
Okay. We can go in right there. It's glass, so don't. It's gonna go in.
We can go in right there.
Glass.
The jumping.
Oh, okay.
He lands on a poker table.
Okay.
Immediately stabs.
Just start eating everybody.
Starts beating people. Feeling betrayed by the Russians, you get some aggressive, confident ability of your body. How do you slaughter a couple of these people, even if it's not within your mind, like you're doing? You might not be doing it on purpose, but you gain some control over this death machine.
One of them, it would be 2 tendrils go into his eyes, and then it would bring his brain and the entire front of his face with him.
It's disgusting sounds as you eat.
And then a few others, it would just be one swipe, probably just 2. just cut their head off
Um,
instantly.
You're like on the table crouched. You're killing people. One guy tries to run to the exit door, one of the doorways, and your body pirouettes where it's only on one leg, and the other leg does the same thing that you did with your hands, where it splinters so the leg is long, and it kicks a dresser in front of the doorway, and he's pounding his. No! He turns back. He wraps his foot around that guy, slams him into another guy, creating like a bath of blood. He grabs your tongue, pulls it out completely, all 15 feet, and then just starts smearing it in the blood. Oh my goodness!
Can you please be normal?
And there's like pounding. 2 more guys come in. They're pounding on the door. They come in, and the room is like spotless. And you're picking your teeth. You look like a normal human, and you turn back, and they just see corpses on the ground that have been like picked clean.
You can leave.
They slowly close it. Okay. Now we must hibernate for at least 2 months.
Is this goal you have?
Lands outside.
Is this goal you have going to wait for 2 months?
Most likely not. But there's no use attacking them if we are not in complete shape. And you should be gone in 2 months, so we must hibernate for 2 months.
We can do it. We're not sleeping. We're going to go back and grab that. We have to find her.
What? Oh, 1 second. Your brain splits open, and he like is poking your brain to bring forth memories. A lot of fucked up shit happens in the worst state for crime in the city. People drive by and go, oh, and drive off thinking you've split your head open because you're on drugs. Yes, Juno. And forcibly saying this outside of your mouth with a deep voice, Juno. Yeah, gentle memories of this girl kissing you on the cheek, you walking her home, you're enjoying time together at school. Slams your head shut. What is the purpose of this?
I need to find her. You owe me something for this body.
She is a member of your clan? Like your mother and your father?
No. Please. And he's just gonna start crying.
That's enough of that. We're wasting energy.
Just like a finger reaches out of his fucking eye and pulls the
He pops
tears
2
out.
eyes and like he carves a hole in his chest, puts the eyes in there, tears out the tear ducts, puts them in there. That's enough. You cannot see and you just feel your body moving.
God fucking damn it.
It really is a shame that I got ruptured by that explosive, you call it. I could have complete control over your body. You'd be dead.
How did you get here?
Technically, we're not permitted, but seeing as you're within my total control, and you just get like, because you can't see, you get like some stream of his memories come in, and you just see a large rock formating. Our betters send us out every 10,000 years to conquer 128 planets. Unfortunately, some of your members, citizens of this Earth, of this terrestrial rock, seem to have disrupted us and taken out 80% of our army.
Who?
I have no idea.
Where have your people been before this? I would have heard it on the news.
Well, we were exploded outside of your planet, ruptured completely. It was quite terrifying. 10% of us landed on one of your orbiters, not the
moon,
not the ring of metallic surrounding your planet, but the and you're like, is this some shit I don't know about it? And then you realize he's referring to the debris that's around Earth.
Yeah.
Moon. Let me. Yeah, the moon.
This is awful.
Around. So killed about 80% of us. 15% of us landed on the moon, and from what I saw as I was flying away, did not get did good either. About 5 of us made it to Earth. About 0.25% of us made it to your country. And I can see a little bit of what my others see. You see quick flashes, like a speedster comes and slaps your first person perspective. America seems to be our best bet. You see one like first person perspective of a man crawling, and then looking up is that USSR soup that was in your closet. Picks up, his eyes grow really red, and you lose that. He's like, I don't think I want you seeing this. Puts the eyes back in. This is gonna be our best bet. But, like I said, all of them are fools. They have been enraged by the destruction of our outpost party, so they are attempting to slaughter senselessly. That will get them excommunicated and executed. So we will deal with them, gain in power from them, kill more, and eventually we'll take
Can
over
they
Earth.
see me too?
If they wished, but regrettably, I am lower on the. Let me. He goes to your brain. The totem pole, so to speak. They wouldn't.
What?
If I were to compare my position to one in your life, it would be a custodian.
Jesus Christ.
You land back in the area in your apartment, and he picks up the bazooka. Even if we must not rest, I have scoured through your memories. We should not be nude at your lessened age.
I agree.
You come in, and he goes, I will let you spread your legs, so to speak. And you feel your muscles unclench, and he gives you move over your apartment. Yeah, you can
I get clothed.
wash your face with you take probably a cold only shower. Yeah, you like look in the mirror and there's like movement under you. And the thought enters your mind, is that bug in me? And he goes, in your mind goes, no. Typically, perfect assimilation, the bug, so to say, me, Isapotis majoris, would replace your brain, so to speak, and then move away larger, and then have the ability, if it gained enough meat, to mimic your body. But I had to do a perfect assimilation due to your unique physiology. So I'm less in your brain and more in your skin, in your bones, and your blood. We are one. And your hand pats yourself.
That's great to hear.
And if you're worried about any undertones of this relationship, I am 1 year old. If that affects, put clothes on.
If by the way, if you're wanting,
Dog's looking very cute.
Are you getting this voice from Am from I Have No Mouth But I Must Scream?
Am, yes, Venom, and Tony Todd in general.
The instant I heard it, I was like, this is Am. This is awesome.
It's aggression mixed with a deep voice, like a prime for comedy moments. Like Venom is funny as hell in those movies. Venom and Am are the two biggest inspirations. But basically, just a lot of, and especially this guy. This is a unique isopod. It's a lot of character that is not commonplace. You got a fun guy, so to speak.
You get a mutant.
Yeah,
that'd be. What if he's a soup of them? Okay, never mind. So
yeah, you get dressed and like your body gets tired, but you shake it off. What do you do?
Okay. What can I call you?
This one.
That's not gonna work.
I am this one, and my pod mate was that one, and my pod mate was that one. And my other pod mate was that one. My life mate was that one, but my life mate left me for one of my other pod mates. It was not a good experience.
Most people have a name. I'm not going to say that one or this one. He's gonna like look at his fake driver's license. You can be Nick.
Nick. What does it mean?
He's gonna. Oh, he doesn't have a computer or a phone or anything, so he can't look it up.
Yeah. Nicholas.
It means Nicholas. It's Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
He brings people.
I will bring joy.
Sure, whatever you say.
This body is awful. Does a member of your species operate on this little nutrients typically? How do you live? You must live for 2 days. Surely.
I am 16 years old.
Nick requires sustenance.
The rest of the Cheerios, if I have any left, I think I ate the rest of them though.
You look and you find like a mildewy apple, and he goes, forces your body to eat it. He's like, where's the blood? Where's the meat and the living enzymes?
It's called a fruit.
You're a fruit. Throws the apple. No, that would not do at all. We must feast on actively living things. We must taste the iron in their blood.
Well, there will be a lot of people we can eat if we find her.
Are people the best resource for meat living?
Yes. He's gonna deception.
Oh yeah, put a deception check. Yeah.
I need you to look at what I just did.
I love when you Beyblade it.
8. That's what your mom. Never mind.
What? When I pull out my penis and it goes.
Nah, she's the. Never mind. Anyway,
He's gonna roll with advantage, which unless something happens in your physiology to fend him off, he's going to always roll with advantage
10.
on insight. He goes, what of this bovine creature or the swine?
You know what I said previously about when we kill innocents, we something will find us. I didn't get to finish my statement, of course, because you fucked off. But
I do not fuck off. I fuck on. Tell me of the swine.
if we kill those, they belong to somebody. They will call someone and say, I am losing my farm animals.
But
if we kill someone,
humans have never been owned. Good.
Yes. Sure. It is.
And yeah, he can move through your thoughts, but it's like scanning for deeper files. The concept of slavery is low in your head versus like the memories that you live through every day.
Yeah. Yes, sure. So if we kill people, bad people specifically, because they don't have jobs that they go to, they don't have a manager they report to, kind of, we will not be found out as easily. They'll think of it as criminals killing criminals. That happens.
You go through memories. Why did your surrogate father shoot you twice? These human dynamics are so difficult to understand.
I was looking for her.
What of other? I do not care. What of other creatures, such as a raccoon? Your eye twists, and staring in through the window is the raccoon. You recognize it. It's the same one.
You can eat that one.
I sense something. The raccoon's face splits open.
We need to leave.
He picks up the couch, or like whatever item you have. He's like, "Is it all right if I shot put this, for lack of a better term, through the wall?" As the raccoon.
I think you're gonna do it anyway.
Okay. Sets it down, kicks it. Your wall gets busted out. The raccoon falls.
Do you think it's dead?
If I eat it now, it may be full of chalk and mildew. This raccoon that seems to have a creature in it pops up, but it doesn't get bigger than a raccoon.
Yeah, it only has the material to work with.
One of my kin. The creature must not be primed for assimilation. But all of us know that now because this one sacrificed himself. That is how it goes. We must execute it and feast on it. Roll initiative.
Jesus Christ.
You were able to kill approximately 13 people with no issue, but you will need to roll initiative for this raccoon.
Hey, so that's gonna be not good. Actually, never
That's
mind.
a D12.
That's gonna be a 14.
Yeah, you go first. Attack the raccoon.
I am going to just make an attack against it.
It pulls its tail off and like makes a go right out of it, and it jumps at your face.
I'm going to split my arm into two in the middle here and try and hit it from both sides so it doesn't scamper
Like
out of
pinch
the
it?
way. Yeah.
Like midair as it's coming, just perfect. Yeah. Make an attack roll using the modifiers for that ability. Do you want to say what class you are?
I don't have an ability for...
You have an ability where when you do unarmed strikes, you can do more than you normally do with slashing or bludgeoning. Unless for
I
some
don't
reason...
think that was in there.
Let me.
Because it might be in a higher level thing.
It should be under class abilities. Yeah, I think it's your first ability. I apologize if it wasn't transferred over correctly. Let me look. Who buzzing? Oh, it's you. Don't throw it like that, news anchor. Well, we can describe some of your class if you want to while I'm finding this.
Yes. So I am what's called a bonded, or Dominic is what's called a bonded. It is named that way so it can encapsulate more kinds of characters rather than just this Venom stereotype.
Yeah, one of the other one was Tethered was a name. similar to Warlock, this is the most customizable class in the game.
Yeah, you can do a whole bunch. Like the subclasses that you can choose for this class are called Ancient Artifact, which he has not finished yet.
Enchantress, kind of. Doctor Fate, kind of.
Yeah. Adaptive device, that's like Blue Beetles.
Tintin, Blue Beetle.
Kind of Iron Man if you want to be real special about it.
Or like Technopath could be two options to play that similar type of character.
Zachary be echoing.
Class. Zachary be echoing.
Is Mike Ox on?
Mike Ox. It is not. Do I just have to unmute that? And then turn it up?
You want that off.
Okay, it was. I turn it back off.
I think it's because you're technically speaking towards my microphone. Let me...
Okay. So let us know if that issue persists.
Oh, this might not work. Hold on.
And if that issue does persist...
So I'm speaking this way, and you kind of...
Yeah.
Because
so,
you don't have a separate camera anymore, but we can do that for later.
Yeah. Let us know if that continues. If it does, we might have to do the RPM thing. Yeah. And then the other two, what are the other two subclasses? One of them is your subclass.
You were also a lot louder. Oh, wait. I was also not talking. Never mind. We're good.
So adaptive device and ancient artifact, whether the two other options.
Oh, siphoning spirit. You can think of like Ghost Rider. Kind of Dr. Fate as well. But yeah. And then symbiotic entity, which is what we're currently doing. Level 2 is weapon manifestation. Your body creates biological weapons.
So you don't have that shit.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna level up after you kill this raccoon. Just make an unarmed attack roll.
Okay, he's going to just take his arm and bop him.
Make like a thick, tentacle of it.
Yeah.
Awful.
11 plus... Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, she said Zachary is fine, though. So if the issue is fixed,
Ashton
that's
is
good.
fine, though.
Right. I read that and then said something different. So just roll and add your dex and then your proficiency.
Oh, I need to get off that page. Plus 7. It's going to be 15.
15. Yeah. You splat it, and like your hand goes to twirl around and brings it. It's like, okay, we're gonna eat this now. And this splatted alien raccoon, you have to.
I just kill it? He's just dead?
Yeah.
Damn.
This was not a good assimilation. So that happens. Please level up as you. Dominic, what's going on? And you turn in the old lady, your landlady, Miss Ditko.
Return to normal now. What's up, Miss Ditko? I think there was some superheroes fighting outside or something.
I heard a skirmish. Do you feel a breeze? And you look left. Air is blowing in the left side of your. Well, all is gone.
No. I think you need to go back downstairs. I think the walking up here has you winded.
Okay. Have a good night.
You too.
You
Mrs.
look left
Ditko.
and you see flyby, and your walls just open. I don't know why I listened to you change to tell me you gave me an order. That is this shame. I don't like it. Finish the raccoon.
We finish it, yeah.
You upon consumption of another creature, I'll add alien raccoon. You gain access to level 2 of Bonded. You get more symbiotic features. So do level 2 of Bonded and do level 2 of the symbiote, if that is anything.
I don't think it is, but I'll check that.
Look at you going places in the world.
Heck yeah. Okay. Copy that. Go back. Dominic.
My body is sated for now, but I do require a deeper, lustful need. I've gone through your memories and I have found something I want. Take me to Wikipedia.
I don't have a phone or anything. I don't.
Police precinct or library. Library.
We would prefer library.
We go library. And you jump out the side of the wall, land, and just walk down the street.
Like normal, like a normal
Yes,
person,
yeah.
or am I walking weird?
A normal person.
Okay.
You walk with a weird canter, but he's getting used to your body.
Our bodies are made, or at least this is what they said in biology class. Our bodies are made to use as little energy as possible in any activity. So if that helps at all with movement, or we use our weight to help us a lot of the time.
He like steadies his head. This was being a difficult pendulum to control. And you see slightly, he slips into a Russian accent, gently sometimes, before going back. This is good. And you walk decently normal, just your arms kind of weirdly flail at the sides, but no longer octodadding it. Audio is now back to normal. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So yeah, you see forward about 50 feet. There is a group of streetwalkers or street workers, around eight or so young women along the side, and he's just approaching.
We should go onto the other side of the road.
Why?
Those women are going to ask money from us, and we don't have it.
What is the issue with? So yes, I've heard this some in your memories. Describe currency to me. The usefulness and the negativity behind it.
I will provide you this if you just go to the other side of the road.
Much
Please.
stress as well. It's so interesting
Please,
to have.
please.
One of the women turns and goes, "Yeah, looking for a good night? I charge you
Begin
extra."
moving faster.
And he goes, "She does want money, and that angers me." And that woman goes, "It's only a small fee." And he expands his, and she runs off, and I will go to the other side of the street. He walks, a car has to swerve around him as he walks through the jaywalk, and you're just the most stressed you've ever been.
Okay.
It seems most citizens do not like my appearance.
But
There's so many unique individuals in this world, according to your brain. They don't seem to be commonplace superheroes.
Do you feel the emotions I'm feeling? It shouldn't be pleasant.
Perhaps I could be a superhero.
Are you listening?
Were you speaking? I feel a little bubble in your stomach, but I just are holding on to that. I'm using your body's method of holding it there and not letting it move. Should I change that? And you feel a wave of stress and anger and pain and hunger and sadness hit your brain. Like, no, no, no. And your body starts crying. You're attacking me. I trusted you. And you feel like it's shoved back down.
That is what we're supposed to be feeling, so we don't allow something like that to happen. That is my body's regulatory response.
It will take me some time to get used to this.
We should let that trickle into ourselves.
Forward unto library.
Forward unto dawn.
Yeah. He comes and sits down on Wikipedia.
What did you want to see?
He goes and clicks a random article. And it goes to like the genealogy of rabbits.
Are you going to be here for a while?
I was planning to. So are there subjects or topics I should specifically focus on?
What are you trying to learn?
I'm in love with you, Wikipedia. The weaknesses in the
Why are you searching for this woman when you could be searching for a wig?
Wikipedia. Specifically, the weakest people in this world for consumption, the strongest people. Who is Ted Bundy?
Is he dead?
Yeah, he was killed in prison. And that's Jeffrey Dahmer. Ted.
Do you think he's alive?
Weirdest thing.
Isn't there a woman going on dates with him
Weirdest
constantly?
thing I've had to Google for D&D ever. Let's go to Ted Bundy's Wikipedia.
This is needed, by the way.
He was electrocuted in an electric chair.
He's already dead. Wikipedia is not going to be useful for that.
Is that a manner of preparing cannibalistic meals? Electrocution?
Yes, you cannot have his name. Anyway. Are you trying to learn about the planet? I can help you here.
And you're the one talking through the mouth, and he's talking in the head, but he's controlling the body. So it's like,
I can help. Just give me something.
Okay. And you feel like you gain control of like your upper body, but your legs are planted in this chair. Show me superheroes.
He's going to search up the saviors of New Caldera.
The champions of
yeah.
New Caldera.
This is the superhero team that saves us here. There's Protean. He's the leader of the team.
Yeah. Yes.
There's Protean. He's the leader of the team. He's very similar abilities to yours. And there's Flyby. He flew above us. That's who dropped the. Did I see that actually?
Yes.
Okay.
What is indecent exposure? And you look, and there's a link on Protean's a hyperlink.
It's what we did earlier.
He is also cannibalistic. Tell me more.
No,
Flyby.
It's when you don't wear clothes outside. Flyby is a large human-shaped fly. A large fly-shaped human.
Do a history check.
That would not be wisdom. That would definitely be intellect. That's going to be 14.
This is very fun. I'm happy I was able to unveil this. In an effort to pair a scientist's intellect with a fly's body, a scientist failed. So, this giant fly is the size of a human, and he's a fly. Flyby is a fly that has learned to speak English.
Flyby is a human-shaped fly. And
the scientist's body turned into the fly's body, but it kept the fly's intelligence. So he's a fly. The champions of New Calderas.
And then there is Primate. He's a gorilla. He has
Primate is named, and I guess you're going on the Wikipedias, so you would know this.
Prime-8.
Prime-8, a play on primate, a monkey. He, through testing, has 8 more areas to his brain than a normal gorilla. Meaning he is more intelligent than the average human, in addition to being an incredible warrior. So his name is Prime-8, but it's Primate. It's a play on words at the 100.
Yeah. He's a very smart gorilla. And then what was the woman's name?
Valor,
who what does she do?
Valor is unique in the sense that she doesn't seem to have any outward physical powers. She walks away unscathed from a lot of events, though. There's a lot of theories about Valor, if she's like a shapeshifter, or if like her clothing is technological, or anything like that.
Valor is,
especially she's the manager of the team.
Valor is the manager of the team, but she goes with them. There's a lot of talk online. It's you don't want to get into arguments. Trust me.
If we were to eat this protein, we could grow in power, our stretchiness, so to speak.
You know the concept that I introduced to you earlier of if you kill somebody, then people will notice?
Then we can
if
kill
this
them.
man has his own Wikipedia page, how many people do you think would notice if it said dead on there suddenly?
Well, everybody has Wikipedia on their page. Your hands take over and he types in Dominic Novikov. What the hell? We are leaving. He stands up. You walk out into the cold air of the street. So what do we do now?
We search for the gray van.
Okay.
You can find more to eat. They have superheroes in their employ. We can eat that bastard. This Sergey.
Steal, Sergey. If we could pierce his skin, that would be a large man for feasting.
You came in. You entered my body through my mouth. There's no reason to think we can't do the same with him.
Yes. His skin seems to be impenetrable, but from what I've read, he would starve if his insides were impenetrable. So we will make him starve. Wait, yes.
Yes.
Let's kill the Russian.
If we find him, we can question him about the location of the girl.
Oh, yes.
and eat him. We should have questioned some of those guys in the building. Give me a second.
A black helicopter flies by.
Follow that.
As he's like moving like a werewolf, is in like your body every time he moves extends to like 10 feet and there's like open gaps.
We can if we go along the rooftops, it'll be faster and we won't be seen as many people.
Is there a possibility that it was unwise to kill that many men so quickly? I understand that we would have died if not, but from the memories I am combing through you, that would be a noticeable absence.
Yes.
So should we stop this helicopter if it is going somewhere?
We are following it to see where it is going.
Oh.
Is there any like signage on the side of the helicopter?
Make a perception check.
That is going to be a unnatural 20. I've been rolling amazing today.
It is full black. There's a spotlight on the front of it that's not turned on, and there's a few bullet holes in it.
If you're able to, get on the bottom of that.
As he launches himself up and then like transforms into the size of like a little person. Now what?
We just ride with it. I saw some bullet holes, which means that this has been shot at. That is not normal for governmental things.
He like folds and flattens. You get into like a goop on the underside, and the helicopter flies outside of the city. It's flying for like 30 minutes. The velocity of these
helicopter rotors.
Rotors! Yes, I knew that was not it. The frequency is putting off is not very enjoyable, and it is not conducive for me holding my figure.
If you put me how I normally am, is it easier for you to exist?
Well, yes, but we would be seen once we land, no?
We can return to that form once we get there. Let me just hold on.
Okay. Make a dexterity check. Make an acrobatics check as he turns straight into a human.
Again, I think what we were discovering about Dom is that he is way too confident in himself physically.
Yeah.
Oh my god, and he has a reason to be. That is going to be a 19 plus 7. 26.
You grab it, and you just hear a little in the back of your head. Dom and Nick. Dom and Nick. Dom and Nick. Oh! It does go into like a clearing in the woods and begin to flatten, and at that point you guys stick to the bottom of it and people get out in suits, not in like black suits, not in the usual attire that you are used to as they come out. As they walk away, you're able to see their faces. Hichiguri! There's Asian men. About 20 of them, like 5 or so, get off of the helicopter, and then it begins to fly off, and then out this like tiny wooden house, seeming like an outpost, like 10 more greet them, and everyone begins to head in.
The helicopter that they just got out of starts to fly off.
Yes. Like, are we?
Yes. Go next to the building over there. Hide.
Yeah, he creeps in the shadows, and they're just talking pretty freely and openly. One man like turns to the window, but he ducks down and then looks back up. Make a perception or investigation check.
That's fine. I'll just get 14. Plus, you said investigation.
Yes.
Plus 0. 14.
14. They have a map sprawled out that they're like pointing to. It's of New Caldera City, or Jersey as a whole, with New Caldera in the corner. And they're pointing at like red dots that appear to be caches, and they're discussing.
Can you take that to memory?
Oh, yes. Your face like slams up in the window, and he... Okay. And you like try to recall the memory. It's the most clear, perfect memory you've ever seen. That will never go away.
It's
in
burned
your blood.
I've measured your DNA so that sticks in there
like a film reel. And
Okay.
then he comes over with a Sharpie, a big black Sharpie, and erases or crosses out one of the outposts and like talks aggressively, annoyed seemingly.
Does that area that he just marked off match where we just killed all those people?
Make a history check. Yeah.
Natural 20.
No, it is from the complete opposite side of the city. And it also, no dot coincides with this. Whatever this faction is, they are not the same faction as the Russians, or at least they don't hold the same information or the same interests.
We have two options here. One of them being worse than the other, but I don't know of your biology well enough. We can take this information that we learned and leave, try and get back, which would be a long journey. I don't know if we could get there. Or we can eat them.
Hitchhike. We could hitchhike back, could we not?
We could.
Well, we have to perform sexual favors.
Hopefully not.
Okay. We could kill them all, and I know I'm showing restraint here. I'm full.
Okay.
I don't care about them, but I'm full. And it could overwork and make it difficult for rest if I consume too much.
Okay.
Could we sell this information to anybody important?
Yes. I am going to try and make a history check to see if I
Yes.
recognize who these two gangs are that they're meeting. I assume two different ones. I'm not going to know. It's 4.
A Yakuza affiliate. You're aware that that's the largest American Asian gang, but they don't seem related. You're unaware. You do know that there is in Nukata City, it's the home of crime in America. So you know that there's black gangs, Irish gangs, Asian gangs, Italian gangs, Russian gangs. The presence of any race in Nukata is not like surprising. You're not surprised that there's an Asian mafia presence here.
Yeah. I'm going to look inside the building one more time before we leave. Is there anything like guns I could steal? Anything that is worth taking? That is going to be a 12.
You see one man like looks annoyed and like goes outside, picks up a assault rifle and comes outside and starts pissing. He has an assault rifle strapped across his back.
We should take that. They won't miss one.
Okay.
People run off all the time.
He like goes over and the guy turns. We are taking him.
Okay.
And he walks
We
off.
want the rifle.
He like looks around, sets the rifle down.
Jesus Christ.
Flyby is like sitting nervously on a rooftop. That was intense. Jesus. No.
The fly grooming thing. I
Yeah.
can see it.
That is someone else's problem. He picks up the assault rifle and begins walking down the side of the road like this.
I would hide that like we did the bazooka.
And while uncomfortable, and when you get in a car, you're going to sit straight. This is able to be fully concealed without any issue.
I would assume it's an AK-47U if it... Oh, these aren't Russians. Never mind.
It's true. I didn't even think of that. But if it might be a Heckler and Koch. Asian assault rifles.
AN something? AN? All my gun knowledge is from Black Ops 2, so if this is a fake gun, I don't know.
Hold on. I'm scrolling now. No images are loading. We will figure out. That is true. You do have the actual gun reference in your thing, though. Ooh, a FAMAS.
Hell yeah.
You want a FAMAS?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Cool. You have a FAMAS? Yeah. You are walking on the side of the road. A pickup like drives by and the window rolls down. How are you doing on the side of the road, boy? 7-year-old man.
I was at a party. I can't drive. I'm looking for a ride. Can you help me?
Dumb as hell. Hop in.
Thank you.
Hop in. I'm Russell.
It's nice to meet you, Russell. I'm Dom.
That's short for something. And your body goes, Dominic. Okay, son.
Thank you for driving. Do you need anything for doing this? I appreciate it.
Sure, I'll be fine. I don't get to come into Jersey City much. I live outside with my wife Beatrice. So
Yeah, I'm going to New Caldera.
I ain't going that deep in, but yeah, screw it. I can take you in. I can take you in there.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
No issue. I got this newfangled road map right here. Type your address in, and it's a road map. Which is the 2000s device that you can put your thing in. 2 hours.
Weston 5th Street.
How'd you get out here?
There's a party in the woods. I started walking back. It wasn't a good idea.
My daughter's a nurse, and my granddaughter's a nurse. I pride myself on this. Would you like Narcan?
No, thank you.
I like being helpful.
Yes, that's very good of you to have.
There's some granola in the yeah.
This is the nicest person he's ever met.
He says there's some granola in the glove box, and you look over and there's a tackle box that's been embedded into it. Chuck's older than you are. Don't worry about it.
I had a lot to eat today. Thank you.
Okay. Give me some granola.
Yes.
You open it's a giant tub of granola with like a dog ladle in there, and you can pour it.
Is that like flavored, or is it just pure granola?
Wow, with the amount of ulcers on my mouth, I couldn't taste it if it was flavored.
That's good to hear. Where are you from exactly?
Oh, speed bump. No, that doesn't.
Grandma
happen.
got ran over by a reindeer.
You said where am I from? A little town outside the city. I come in here mostly for work. I gotta talk to more landscapers. I gotta talk to one of the city officials about expanding.
That's great to hear. I'm not the best at speaking to people, so I apologize if I'm coming off as.
You're fine. I've had 60 more years than you to get good at it. He's dead silent.
How old are you?
I'm sure someone knows that.
80. That's my guess. If he's 60 years older than me,
I'm sure someone knows that information.
Is it okay if I take a nap?
Yeah, you should probably do that.
He's gonna go to sleep or try to. If you want me to roll for that,
yeah, you can collapse.
He can probably force sleep on me.
You said you didn't want to sleep earlier, so when Nick hears you want to sleep,
dead.
And you see like quick. You see quick.
Oh my gosh.
You see quick. First-person perspectives of a red isopod running, hunting others on this planet that is covered in nothing but red isopods, and like it's kind of playing, but also scratching aggressively, until it goes, and it looks up, and there's a giant isopod that lets out a giant, and they all like heal to it, and you wake up to a shaman. We're at your apartment, Sean.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
You got a cell phone?
No. Let me give you some money for driving me. He's gonna pull out $10 from his pants.
You put that any closer to me, you gonna get pistol whipped. Go take this. And he writes down his letter, his number. If I'm in the city, you need somewhere to stay. You might have to go to a payphone for it, unfortunately, if you don't have a cellular device. But don't lose that.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Now I gotta find a sleazy hotel.
And he's gonna get out of the car and go into the apartment.
Add Russell's contact information to your thing, and you go up to the apartment. You like slip past your landlady, and then you kind of sit in your room and you look at the wallless wall. I believe that will be an issue, will it not?
Yeah, it can't really regulate temperature in here with an open wall.
How can we fix that?
I think we just need to find a hotel.
Surely there's someone we can hire. Whether it be super abled or not.
I have $150 to my name.
So we can do it 150 times? How many bricks?
We can do it approximately 1/10 of a time.
Threaten physical violence.
The thing about people talking to each other. We cannot threaten someone with violence, or they will tell everyone that we will threaten them with violence.
But you will catch a chill.
Let's
Which
go
means I'll
find a
catch chill.
hotel.
Okay. Yeah, you walk back out. Yeah, you walk on the street, you find a hotel. You're walking for a bit, you eventually come to one.
How much is it a night?
80 a night. And there's a girl the same age as you behind the desk. Her name tag says Stacy, and she has like giant hair. She pops a bubblegum. 80 a night.
Does the room have a computer in it?
We can get you one 110 with the computer, but it's got full Wi-Fi. It's got the streaming. It's got the streamers on it. That's it. Got a shower. They all have showers.
I feel like I'll be getting more money soon, and he's gonna 110.
Fantastic. Have a good evening. Night. 2 a.m. See you later.
Thank you. He's gonna go to his room.
Yeah. There's a computer connection. A computer plugged into the wall. You have to turn on the power strip. Shades. You can draw a decently big bed. So now what do we do?
I thought I'd get you a computer. This is
You should be able to rest while I utilize Wikipedia. So,
if that is what you want. I will sleep now.
Michael Jackson. You must meet this Michael.
I heard he's bad.
And
I heard he's a real thriller.
Okay. You're typing and then just
Yeah.
snoring aggressively.
You have spoken much about people finding out who we are. Does that not mean we need a secret identity?
Stupid. Yeah.
Long rest.
Long rest. Your body.
Dominic is 5'10". I never said that.
Yeah. Eventually you wake up with like drool on your face. Your hand wipes it off, and it continues typing. Every tab is open physically possible, and the computer's gone.
You might want to close down those tabs, the ones you're not using anymore.
Your hands gently grip the
No. With I start trying to move my
It's like you're putting your hand over someone's hand and guiding it.
And then just click and close on a whole bunch of them.
Oh.
You know how I can only think a certain amount at a time? You can only think a certain amount at a time? That's what this is doing.
Very intriguing.
Do you not have computers where you're from?
No. We have the rock pit and the sand pit and the body pit. Yes. Every 10,000 years, we are able to scrounge up enough sand and body and rock to send out our shamans, send out the meteor of life.
I see. Well then, did you find out anything useful while I was out?
Michael Jackson has hit the #1 singles chart 182 times.
That is correct.
And even if it's not that's true, in this universe, perhaps
180
he had
times.
charismatic abilities that
Or just lived longer.
Yeah. Maybe Pepsi doesn't exist in this universe. Pepsi's tied to his death. We'll get into that later. No, we won't. Have you made a decision on if we will sell this information of the Asian gentleman, perhaps to the Russians? All we have done is self-defend against Steel Sergei. Once gently. And it looks like it wasn't an issue. We could attempt to appeal to him with this information, or we could go keep eating them. I like that idea, but I can tell in the back of your mind you don't think that that's going to help you find the little Juno.
They have made it abundantly clear that they will not assist in that endeavor.
What about Mike? Specifically.
Mikhail will die.
Okay.
Give me a second.
And like Jekyll and Hyde Two-Face, you're both talking back and forth.
Yeah. Probably in my mind, it's the the red light from the motel sign from outside is lighting
Ooh,
his it keeps turning
I
when
like
Nick
that.
is speaking, and then the light from the computer screen on the other side
I
for
like
him.
that a lot.
Um, but I don't know. This is difficult.
It's rough.
Yeah, I don't. There's so little option here because it's either sell the information to the Russians who already hate me, who will probably double cross me, and already have said that they won't help with finding that woman, um, well, the girl, and or we just start killing them.
Start killing them.
We can interrogate. That's yeah.
You can try to be allies with the Asians or any other of the multiple criminal organizations.
We're gonna go to the place they marked off.
You can go to the. You can do that. You can go to the cops. You can go to the champions of Caldera. But you want to go to the place they marked
that
off.
might actually be what he does. Oh my god, he really likes Protean. He really, really likes.
But there could also be a numerous reasons why you don't want to do that, such as I can stretch like you. Might freak him out.
Which we don't have to tell them about the powers, but going to them about this and saying that they have this information and this rock crashed through the sky, they have a lot to. Yeah, and I think this is not what 20-year-old Dominic would do, but I think this is what 16-year-old Dominic does. I think we're first gonna go down to where they mark that off just to gain more information, and then the champions of New Caldera.
Fun fact, the main arc I want to run in the system is a college arc. So if you live, you'll probably play an 18-year-old Dom.
I would cry, bro. This is awful.
The Arthurian Academy is the top leading college in America for superheroes, for anybody.
They're
inspired by Gen V, no doubt.
My problem with this character right now is that the least harmful situation to him would be him dying. This is awful.
Yeah, it's rough. Dominic has an amazing music playlist you should listen to on youtube.com.
It's actually really good.
It sounds like this session.
We're gonna go to the place that was marked off on the map.
Cool. Your body instinctively turns to leave out the window, and then
there's a door.
You come down and blowing a vape and chewing gum is still Stacy, and she has giant bags under her eyes. How was the room?
It was fine. Have you been out here all night?
I worked the night shift.
I guess.
What's your name?
Dominic. Yours is Stacy. Where did you go to school? Where do you go to school?
I don't really go to school.
Me either.
Huh? You got a phone, right?
No. I have this piece. Can you write?
Oh, I'm very off screen.
If you want to keep in contact, I have a paper. You can write your phone number down. I'm working on getting a phone.
Yeah.
I'll probably be back here. Thank you.
Good.
And he's gonna.
I'm here most days. Have a good morning,
night, day. Yeah, and he's gonna start heading towards that way.
Yeah, you walk like whenever people are looking at you, walk fine, but once you turn to an alley, leap, doing that pretty efficiently, like you said, reserve energy, and you come to what appears to be, as you're on a building peering over it, an active crime scene where multiple dead bodies are covered up, and there is just normal NCPD. That sounds like Cyberpunk, but New Caldera Police Department. NCPD officers looking over it and talking to each other. You see the cop from earlier. You didn't know his name, but he is there. The one that picked you up off the street after you hurt your arm.
Is he standing outside of the crime scene, or is he?
Yeah, he's kind of standing right. He's talking to a deputy or a cadet, a younger man who is taking notes and then walks off, and he sits there leaning against.
I still have a rifle inside of my body.
Leaning against his car. Did you have your rifle?
Yeah, I put FAMAS. I don't have damage it or anything.
Okay.
It also probably doesn't have ammo.
He's sitting there drinking coffee, just leaning up against his squad car.
I'm trying to decide if I want to speak to him.
Fucked up day in New Caldera.
Excuse me, sir?
It can't get worse than this. Peering over these eyelids that blink sideways. And then, excuse me, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Kid, the fuck are you doing out here?
I walk out, both my arms at my sides. Hey, could what happened here?
It's like 40 miles from where I dropped you off. What?
It's been a day.
That was like 2 days ago. Okay.
It's been 2 days.
It's been 2 days. Son, I can't give you any information about this active ongoing crime scene. I'm sorry.
No. It's okay. I'm trying to make conversation. I'm sorry.
Can I help you with something? And you see now clearly in the daylight, Jefferson is his name on his badge. Lieutenant.
Can I speak to you privately?
Sure, come here. And he opens his car door. Get in. Get more private than this. He gets in and he turns his body cam off and turns the camera off very casually. And like kind of pulls away. Everything okay?
If you had world-ending information, would you trust the champions of New Caldera? Who would you go to?
If you have any, I'm just gonna sound biased, but the police.
Beyond.
In your resources in New Caldera, I don't want to shit talk someone that might be your heroes, but the champions of Caldera fucking suck.
But they
those guys are babbling fools. They hurt more than they help. If you had any information, I'd tell me. I'd come to the cops.
There are aliens coming down to kill us.
Okay, are you sure you haven't been on any substances in the past 24 hours?
Yes. Should I just go to them?
You can give us a statement. Any statement that.
Thank you, Sir Mr. Jefferson. And he's gonna step out of the car and start heading towards.
Yeah, and he drives back to the crime scene, and it looks like a shootout happened. A lot of dead bodies. Yeah. You head towards the champions of New Caldera, and you've probably been drove past it a couple times, maybe by your parents when you were younger, but it looks much less impressive when you see it now. It's on the outskirts of the city. It's an office building, like faded, not painted in a decade.
While we're on the way there, I'm gonna talk to Nick really quick. And okay, if we're gonna go in there, we have to decide whether we are going to act as a soup if we're not going to. If that's the verbiage that people use.
Soup's fine. Instead of superhero, which is what it's an abbreviation for, my term is super abled person, so it can be an abbreviation for that.
Soup is probably a slur.
But you can say it.
It's also everyone's a minority compared to these people, so I don't think slurs work that way.
Well, also super villain and superhero, it is a good abbreviation. A super person, someone that has abilities.
Yeah. We have to decide if we're going to act as a soup. If we are, we have to tone down what you do.
We could be a sidekick, no?
Sure. I don't know if that's in my priorities right now, but...
After my mass consumption, I won't need to consume as much. We need to still eat people, but 1 every 2 days should suffice for the time being. In this growth state, that will change once my hormones flux.
Are you able to make it less look like you're morphing my body into things and more like you're just... my body is stretching?
I could do that. It's slightly annoying because it would take more time, but that is good practice for you stretching of your muscles, and that will grow them in the long run.
The endings of limbs can be a blade or a bone structure, but not as much splaying. Please.
Yeah.
He doesn't breathe. No. Okay. And then, we'll just go straight there. I'll walk up to the receptionist.
There's a kinder, larger, middle-aged woman with like a gray hair and a bun.
The one we saw on the scene talking to the person saying she's not a robot?
Yes. Her name tag says Tammy. She's like, how can I help you today, hon? A field trip or...
Is it... Oh, we should have brought the bazooka. Is it possible for me to schedule a meeting with someone important?
I suppose.
I have an issue, and he's going to splay his arm out into a blade. Please.
Due to my good experience in this job, I will understand that you are not threatening me. You are
No.
simply displaying your powers.
That's why I did it in that direction.
Good job. The only individuals right now that are in are Flyby and Protean. I believe both of their schedules are clear for the evening.
Do I just go up the stairs there? Or?
Well, I'll call them first and see if they're on lunch. Luckily, I know you're not a dangerous individual. You didn't set off our metal detectors. You turn back. There's metal detectors there that you walked through. Didn't set them off. So remember that, along with your night vision. Just things your body can do now.
Hide.
Those beams couldn't penetrate the skin, evidently.
That's insane.
I got slack.
I love. I don't know.
She opens up the gifts and types in cat.
I'm gonna give her some time. I really like the idea of this story going. I don't know if this is what you planned, but the idea of having a sidekick story and then just slowly having to like do his own shit is really fun.
He's dead. No. Protean, Mark, he would prefer you call him, is in. You can just head on straight to his office. You'll be able to find it.
Okay. Thank you. He's gonna start walking.
You get in the elevator. You wait. It's playing like a superhero themed jingle. You can hear all of their voices singing, but it's like 10 years prior.
Something I've heard a billion times.
The end is a saxophone solo, but it's done by Flyby. So it's like with his. It opens and there's 5 lines: a black one, a pink one, a blue one, a green one. Oh, and a red one for Mero, and then Primate. And yeah, you follow the blue one, go to Protean, and it goes to his office. He's like typing on this like futuristic display screen. He's like, come in. He gets the door for you from his desk and opens it. Sit down. I'm finishing up here. Just sexy.
Did you
yes
hear of a meteoroid in the docks?
Yeah, we our team handled that last night. Nothing major.
I was in the warehouse where it struck. There were a creature.
Okay. He starts to say, and he hits like a button that blinds get the windows that lead into his office turn into blinds, and he like turns a light on. Continue.
A creature stepped out of it. I killed it. That's how I discovered I can do things like this. And I'm gonna roll deception on this.
Yeah.
Can I do it with advantage since I'm showing it?
I think so. He sees that and he's like, oh, like me.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
I do get advantage, so
yeah.
I'm gonna roll it again just in case. It's a 14.
No, holy shit.
That's 2 this session.
Do you think you took it from this creature's body? We saw a couple creatures. Luckily, none of them showed to get any of us. They seemed very weakened from the crash and from Flyby's bazooka.
I have no idea. I would get your metal detectors checked because,
yeah, sure. Do you want to do that?
Oh no, maybe I don't want to show that.
Oh my god, bro.
Can I have it? I want it to come out of my side instead.
Okay.
Not like through the front.
So it's not breaking the bones, it's coming out the flesh.
Yeah, like the intestines right here.
What? He like opens a drawer and like grabs something.
I'm not. It's staying there. I get them checked. Anyway,
I says chrome. It's gonna stay right here. And he sets it down on the desk in front of him.
I found that while following a couple of gangsters. I'm searching for someone. Anyways, I felt bad.
He like takes up the thing and puts it behind him. We'll talk to somebody. Thank you for telling us that. Yeah, I'll talk to Tammy and Dolores in tech advancement.
I saw a glimpse of something. I think it might have been the creature's mind. I don't know. Do I have to roll another perception?
No.
20, got it. Okay. There were thousands of them on a planet. I couldn't even see the surface of it. I think this is a larger issue than you think it is.
Okay. Well, we'll send a memo to our betters and the DSS and Yeah. Let's go contact the Department of Superhuman Services. We'll see them. They'll probably get it to the Saviors if you can. They might have to scan your brain though, if that's something you're up
No.
to see this firsthand.
No.
Son, okay.
My mother died from pills. I don't trust things like that.
Okay. Then maybe they can send up some scouts. They
Either-
haven't gotten back to us.
Have you heard anything about the moon?
They haven't. Huh?
The moon. Have you heard?
Is that a soup?
The celestial body?
No.
We've
contacted the Saviors and
to-
we're trying to get memos back out of them, but their people haven't
I'm
returned.
going to speak in my brain to Nick. Am I able to do that, or do I have to speak
No,
out loud?
you can do that.
Okay. I'm going to. Do you recognize? Do you remember or see anything from? Do you recognize any soups that were up there? Any superheroes? Anything?
There was a man that if I had to compare him to a Neanderthal, there is a purple creature man, a man clad in technological. I didn't see them. I burst past them. My rock came very close to Earth quickly.
Do I recognize these descriptions as being the
Make history checks.
sovereign saviors? What are they called?
We're gonna find out.
I can't remember. It's gonna be a 10, by the way.
A 10. You do recognize the description of Nordic. He is the second highest ranking member of the Saviors, and a barbarian, but he has a heart of gold. That's how he's portrayed.
And then
in, like, comic
recognizing
books.
that name, I would probably then be like,
Yes, yeah. But yeah, you can name drop Nordic.
Nordic was there fighting these creatures. I saw a lot.
Supreme Saviors. Oh, I kept forgetting that.
I saw a lot in this moment. This is something that needs to get fixed now.
Well, I'll send another memo. This voice is not it at all. I'll send another memo. In the meantime, that was decent. Do you want to join our youth program? If you're on the lookout for any colleges, it'd be a good fast track.
What would be needed of? I have things I need to do. I'm 16.
That's why it's a youth program.
I don't go to school. I don't have parents.
Oh. Well,
So I need to make my own money.
Yeah. Well, we need to keep you alive so you can give your statement to them when they're ready.
Was that a question?
I'm sure it won't be an issue. You can stay with me for now. Take it to the bachelor pad.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
My day's about over. We can head out now. It's 2 p.m.
Oh, okay.
Takes the chrome pistol, puts it in his thing, and he takes a little.
Do you
bag
want me
of
to leave
weed.
that there, the FAMAS on the ground?
Yeah.
Okay.
Walk out.
I'm gonna take that out of my.
I'm taking this kid home with me.
It's been like 10 minutes.
People look up. You should tell Valor about this. He walks you outside. He walks you out to a flame bird or a firebird. That car.
Pontiac Firebird.
Hop in this bitch. He turns it on. It's a Megan Thee Stallion. It's on the radio. We gonna get crunk. He whips out and knocks over the trash cans.
Dude, he's gonna figure out what actually is going on with me, and he's going to murder me instantaneously.
And he speeds off. You can pull up the third thing now.
Yay! I don't know why I made that noise.
Okay, me neither, but you know what?
That was Nick, not me.
Alt tab.
Oh, this can come out.
There. Perfect. Yes. So we're gonna go here.
The way that's set up is so funny. Justin, you guys can't see this, but we have the camera set up with 2 different tripods on top of each other. It's really good.
Do you have the thing pulled up?
Yes, I do.
Cool.
I don't have to talk for a second.
Yeah. The camera pans up And we hear a old-timey narrator's voice. And with that, a new threat plagues the city of New Caldera, a scourge unto its citizens. But hold fast onto your hope, dear listeners, for more than one person, or even 2 or 3, has their sights set on New Caldera, hoping to cleanse it of its criminal burden. We see many Asian men in suits rushing through the streets holding submachine guns. In the background, rapid gunshots. They enter a warehouse and slam the door shut. One grabs a pipe and puts it to the door, bracing it. Pounding is heard, and the Mandarin language is heard from the other side, begging. The men on the inside back up more and more, some hiding behind cover, 2 behind a truck, and wait. Eventually, the begging stops with the sound of stabbed flesh, and blood leaks under the door. The men look at each other nervously. Suddenly, the door bursts open as a barrel is thrown through it. The men duck and cover, and as the dust settles, 2 propane tanks launch in. The men react quickly, firing, and a large explosion occurs, blowing it all apart. One individual gets up, his ears ringing, and he sees his friend run past on fire, and the man collapses behind a barrel. A figure emerges from the smoke at the entrance, and people shoot at it. Bullets bounce off them, and the man we're with turns to see a figure clad in a metal suit formed around their figure from different hunks of metal, calmly walking in, their entire body obscured. They extend their hand, and the bullets around them cease in the air slowly, before flying back at them and shooting and taking out more of them. The man we're with tries to run away, but the figure throws a barrel at the back gate, locking it in and rendering the door useless. He turns to see one man get clotheslined by the figure pulling a car door to them, and then with their other hand, send the car door back into the wall, crushing 2 people. Oh, send the car with the other hand back into the wall, crushing 2 people behind the car. They then use the car door as a shield, levitating it in front of them as they continue taking fire. Eventually, they turn it flat and send it at a man, bisecting him. The man looks around to see almost everyone in the room is dead. He crawls towards a pistol on the ground, but a metal-plated foot steps on it. He looks up shaking and holds his hands up.
Please, I have a family.
I can see that. The voice reverberates from inside the metal plating. They focus on a ring on his hand as his hand shakes.
What? No, please.
The ring shakes and then flattens, cutting his ring finger off. He howls in pain. A man approaches from behind with a gun pointed at the figure, but the figure turns and sends that tiny shard of metal into his heart. He staggers and then drops. The figure turns back to the fingerless man, now pointing the pistol at them. I wouldn't. He shoots and the bullet deflects, blowing his brains at the back of his head. The figure sighs and then looks around. They slowly notice that the fire is getting larger and licking closer to an overturned barrel. Shit. Outside, the night is decently calm. Until the metal-suited figure bursts through the side of the garage, closely followed half a second later by a large explosion. It launches them into a bay right next to the building, and they rapidly sink. In the thick, murky water, we see them aggressively pulling chunks of metal off of themselves. We wait above the water, listening to the roar of the flames for quite some time, until, pulling themselves out of the water and slamming into the concrete, gasping aggressively, is a woman in her mid-40s. Short, shoulder-length hair clinging to her face from the water. She bears many bruises, a busted lip, and a slit eyebrow. She's wearing a tank top and boxer shorts and nothing else. Shit. I need a drink. A static is heard, and she brushes her hair back and puts 2 fingers to her ear.
Hello, Mrs. Lincoln. Come in.
I hear you.
Did you see any trace of the product?
The woman turns to the flaming building as some of it collapses. Negative, but on the bright side, nothing from here is getting back on the streets, or anywhere else for that matter.
Including any incriminating evidence.
Just send a car to pick me up. It's fucking freezing out here. She slowly stands up, cracking her back.
Well, warm up to the late night news debacle you just created. We'll send someone to pick you up.
She takes out the earpiece and tosses it into the harbor, and then takes a seat on the bench, watching as the building implodes, sending out a wave of heat she winces at. As I said, this city still holds heroes, even if their means and their methods would not be far and wide considered honorable. In a city like New Caldera, you take what you can get. But what about those threats outside of New Caldera, or even the glorious United States of America, or even Earth? We shoot up into the sky, past a patrolling flyby, startling him, shooting towards farther and farther to the moon. On the lunar surface, many Aquilians scour the surface, collecting the corpses of the aliens telepathically and placing them in a large rover-led tub. Inside the prison, Axiom, Sojourner, and Sparta watch over a healing Nordic. Well, they have superheroes as well. In every corner of this universe, an evil exists, and in every corner, a hero rises to fight. The voice drops its seriousness, or its lack of seriousness, and becomes grim. I suppose it only depends on what you call a hero. Sparta turns to the camera and blinks sideways. But what happened to our savior stranded on the moon? What happened to Dom's dear friend, and how will his crusade continue? Who was the woman clad in plated metal, and what was she searching for? Will these stories unite or remain forever separated? Find out next time on A Superpowered Earth, Dark Tether.
That's so fucking fire. Holy shit. Hell yeah.
Thank you all so much for tuning in to this very experimental in style first session. You recommended that I name the titles of these sessions super long titles like old comic books. For example, this session is titled The Strange New Evil from Outer Space.
It's so the fucking full sick. Title. I love shit like that so much.
And that's what inspired a decent part of this. It's clashing together Golden Age looks and vibes with the boys and Invincible level grim seriousness. And I also love how disconnected the stature is. Yeah, they're fighting the main invasion on Earth. You're taking out the straggler, or on the moon, you're taking out the stragglers.
Mm-hmm. Like what he said, 5 to 10 total.
He said 25% of the entire army, but he said probably somewhere in not many.
Yeah. He said 2.5% of the forces are in America.
Yeah. And the other ones were getting fucked up by international soups, it seemed like.
Yeah.
Whether they're stronger or more outfitted or just the terrain's different. There's less population density, perhaps. Don't know. But yeah, that one great.
That was amazing.
Super cool. Super cool to see Dominic. He leveled up, so he should be a decent fighter next time with the Bonnet class. He's a symbiotic hero. That's another thing too. I love how this shiny coat of paint we have on it with the like transatlantic accent, and you're the scariest motherfucker ever.
Yeah, I love the idea of him trying to hide some of his abilities from Protean.
And if you're watching this as a prequel to A Superpowered Earth Arcturian Academy in 2 years or however long, thank you for watching. I hope this series will shine some light on the lore of the universe that will become applicable in that one, when hopefully you're 18 and a freshman in college.
If he doesn't fucking die.
That could happen. You'd have a lot more experience than the other players in this system, definitely.
Dude, he'd be so edgy.
But yeah, thank you for coming with the adventures of Dom and Nick Nikitovich. That's not it. What is your surname? Novikov. Dom and Nick Novikov.
Novikov also means newcomer.
Next week, we'll return to regularly scheduled programming with Red Rain in the Riverlands, the penultimate episode of A Song of Ice and Fire TTRPG, and so hopefully Halcyon the Coral Council. And we're filming Halcyon the Coral Council at 8:30 a.m. We know it's early. This Sunday in 2 days. So thank you all to all you attend. We have a poll going on right now about everyone's current favorite classes or class archetypes. Thank you. Martial, Spellcaster, and Halfcaster. Halfcaster is winning decently. So if you guys want to change that, I don't want to because that's what I voted for. What'd you vote for?
Halfcaster.
It's
almost like that's most of the classes in D&D.
Well, I think it's also like the fantasy. Most good warriors can also do The Witcher, Geralt, Jedi. If you want to make a martial warrior badass in a fantasy story, they can also do some one-handed or type shit. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Unlike A Song of Ice and Fire, I planned a season, 7 to 10 episodes. Halcyon the Coral Council, I planned 20 to 30 in Arc. This one, influenced by the ideas of issues in comic books, this is gonna just keep going. There's a lot of superhero media releasing this year, so anytime that media releases, expect a couple of episodes of Dom's story and maybe anybody else's story that comes in. I don't have a set end in mind for this. So,
heck yeah.
Very interesting. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you in the future. Have a wonderful evening.
Peace.
Streaming. Stop recording. This is just for the YouTube audience.